Ayo, 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 random show, random show, random show. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What's going on, people? 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 How you doing? How you feeling? How you doing? How you feeling? Random show, random show, random show. What's going on, people? Apologies for the delay. Finished has a little bit late. Apologies for the delay. Finished has a bit late, but we're here. Ready to rock, ready to roll, ready to rock, ready to roll. Let me get all of my things sorted. Cool. I've got all my shit sorted and ready to rock on this side of things. I've got everything else. Yeah, I've got everything else I need to do. Pick up the stream chat. Oh, again, my hair looks so bad. Damn it. It looks so rough. What's going on, people in the stream chat? How you doing? Saturday night settings, Saturday night settings, Saturday night settings. It's about what? It's about 1:21 a.m. on my side of the UK, on my side of the world. It's about 1:21 UK, 1:21 MA, 1:21 AM, 1:21 in the morning as I'm fucking up fucking what it is, you know how it is. What's going on, people? 1:21. What time is it wherever you're at? What time is it where you're at? What are you currently doing? Are you sipping on something? Are you drinking on something? Please let me know in the stream chat. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Let me know. Let me know. Are you sipping on anything? Are you chewing on anything? Let me know in the stream chat. I see you, everybody. Big up Coil in the stream chat. I see you. Big up XA. I see you. Big up, 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 no, Botrix. Big up Botrix anyway. Big up Yusef. Big up XA. Big up Addy Z. I think that's Addy Z. Big up Jack Doherty Jr. Big Davos. Big up, big up. Big up Nesmatic. I see you. Uncle Podcast here earlier. Def Jack Russell. Def Jack Russell's brilliant, by the way. Big up Def Jack Russell. Big up Glenn Maderos as well. Big up Glenn Maderos in the stream chat. Yeah. Big up Coil, actually. Yeah. Good point. Good point. Good point. I've actually got that on here. Actually. You know what? Let's start with that anyway. As you mentioned it, I've actually got that on my tabs. I didn't watch it. I went to watch it with you guys. It's a bit of a bummer way to start a pod, I'm not going to lie. But let's get it anyway. Big up Brandon Buckingham. Big up Blood Clot Brandon Buckingham. This is pretty tragic, I'm not going to lie. It looks like he had some medical emergency, some sort of organ failure or something. I think it was rumored a while back because he went missing for ages. I think recently, did someone pass away in his family? It's been a pretty shitty time for him, if I'm not mistaken. Did someone recently pass away? I think like his mom or someone, I don't know. He had something bad happen to him recently. Or maybe that was a shooting. He's gone through quite a lot, I think, recently. I'm pretty sure he's gone through something. He went through either a shooting or something. It's been pretty fucking crazy, chaotic for him. So this must be a really gnarly time for him in his life. But he went kind of missing out of nowhere. And now I guess we know why he went missing. He has got some sort of medical emergency. Let's just quickly check it out so I'll see it. Because I forgot to actually check it myself properly before talking. There it is. This is courtesy of Brandon Buckingham's Twitter. If you don't know Brandon Buckingham, he does really cool YouTube series and videos and stuff, usually going to different rough, sketchy parts in the US, you know, talking to gang members and stuff, talking to people on the street, just generally really doing really good documentaries and kind of highlighting people and their lives and kind of, you know, humanizing them in a way. I think he does a good job with that sort of stuff. I know him and academics have beef, but I quite like what he does. I don't really think he's exploiting people and stuff. I quite like the way he does his content. Anyway, long story less long, he tweeted recently that I almost died and I need your help. I don't like to ask you guys for anything, but I'm in a dire situation and this is my only option. I've created a GoFundMe to help my family and I in this trying time. God bless everyone who has sent kind messages. I really appreciate it. There's the GoFundMe. Is there any more details on there? Oh shit, he's already fucking hell. He's already cleared the GoFundMe amount. That goes to show how much he's loved, man. That goes to show how much he's loved and appreciated. His target was 75k. He's already got 127k and rising. Congratulations to him, man. Hopefully that helps him to get himself sorted. What does it say here? It says, hi, my name is Brandon Buckingham. It really pains me to write this, but I feel obligated to only because I have an 11-month-old baby, Jesus Christ, who is taken care of by my beautiful stay-at-home wife, whom I provide for. 4 days ago, I woke up to not knowing where I was completely deaf. What? 4 days ago, I woke up not knowing where I was completely deaf. Honestly, the body is such a, honestly, fucking, that would scare me so much. I woke up completely deaf, my feet were swollen and I was in severe pain. I was rushed to the urgent care and eventually the ICU and I was very disoriented and confused. The initial diagnosis was that I had acute systolic heart failure. Wow. He had some sort of heart attack or something. God almighty. Kidney failure and liver failure, all things brought on by pneumonia, a subsequent sepsis of possibly tuberculosis. Am I crazy, or do I feel like I've heard way more people recently getting pneumonia? What's to do with that? Am I insane, or do I feel like especially in popular culture, I've heard way more people who aren't the eight? Because whenever you hear pneumonia, you hear people getting it, you know, when they're older and shit. But I swear I've heard of way more stories of people getting pneumonia, younger. I don't know what's happening. Really. This is crazy, bro. The good news is they no longer think that I have tuberculosis. Jesus. The bad news is that my heart is still failing and my lungs, liver and kidneys are still in a very rough shape. I don't know what's going to happen to me, but I know for sure if I do survive, it'll be a very long recovery. I'll not be able to provide for my family for at least several months if things go well. The cardiology specialist informed me that I may have to be on bed rest anywhere between 2 to 4 months as I recover from this very scary, life-threatening illness. I will need help with these things like my mortgage, utilities, baby supplies, and the over 100k medical bills that I've racked. Jesus Christ, man. America's a wild place, isn't it? Imagine you're going through this, right? You've got heart failure, liver failure, kidney failure, lung, whatever, right? Everything is failing. But in the back of your head, you're also counting. You're also worried about the fucking debt. You're also worried about the bill. How are you meant to recover? You know what I mean? I'm sure that's not going to help, you know, with your fucking recovery. Having no peace of mind, being super stressed that way. How are you going to make money? Like, honestly, that's why it's really, I think that's why it's probably no surprise that America has so many entrepreneurs. I think, you know, I think it makes sense why America has so many entrepreneurs, while you guys are so like on it. Do you know what I mean? Because this is the environment you have to navigate through. You just have to get on with this. You have to figure something out. You have to get on. You know what I mean? Like, it's no surprise people are able to get to the money. So I think much better than we are in Europe. We have way more safety nets, way more things. You can kind of, you know, you're never usually all the way down bad. But in America, like, you only have yourself to rely on. You know, like, no one's coming to save you. You only have yourself to rely on. Thank God for the platforms like GoFundMe that can fucking, you know, lend you a hand and stuff. But in America, if like you only have yourself to fucking rely on, it's fucking brutal. But I guess it also helps because it helps people to be entrepreneurial and to get to the money, I guess. But Jesus Christ, I've never asked. I wonder, would a lot of you guys in the stream chat, living in the stream chat, would a lot of you guys in the stream chat swap your lives for what I live in Europe? Earning less money but then having healthcare, free healthcare. Would you guys swap it? For instance, like, the job that I had prior was like, you know, marketing stuff, right? And my salary in the UK was like 30 grand, £30,000 per year. But the equivalent role in the US is 60 grand, 50 to 60. But obviously you get no healthcare in the US. You have to pay for yourself and shit, right? Or whatever comes through work. So would you rather live like I do in the UK, make £30,000 per year, but have free healthcare? Or would you rather be where you're at and earn 50, but have to pay for your own healthcare? I've never asked for help before, but my heart is currently working at 50 to 20%. So if anyone out there cares, please consider donating to my GoFundMe to help me provide until I am able to work again, as well as help pay off the $100k of medical debt I've racked up. And if you aren't able to donate, please consider supporting by watching my videos, as I won't be able to upload new ones for a while. Thank you for all the love and prayers. This has been a scariest time of my life. All your support has meant the world to me. Honestly, heartbreaking shit, man. Get well soon, fucking Brandon Buckingham, man. Let's check out the video. Actually, there's actually a video he put up, right? Let's check out the video, what he says. All right, what RIP, Jesus Christ. Get well soon. Let's check out the video.
Hey guys, my name is Brandon Buckingham, and it really pains me to write this, but
hold on, the sound is really low. 1 second, the sound is really low. Okay, I think it's just the video. The video sounds really low, so please forgive me.
only because I have an 11-month-old baby who is taken care of by my beautiful stay-at-home wife, who I provide for. 4 days ago, I woke up not knowing where I was, completely deaf. My feet were swollen, and I was in severe pain. I was rushed to urgent care and eventually the ICU.
Fuck, you know, he's proper struggling to breathe even now. He legitimately taking so many big, deep breaths, man. Fucking hell, man. Get well soon to Brandon Buckingham, man. Get well fucking soon. Hope everything goes well with him. Hope everything goes well with him.
I was disoriented, confused, and unable to breathe. The initial diagnosis was acute systolic heart failure, kidney failure, and liver failure, all things brought on by pneumonia and subsequent sepsis or possibly tuberculosis. The good news is they no longer think I have tuberculosis. The bad news is my heart is still failing, and my lungs and kidneys are still in very rough shape. I don't know what's going to happen to me, but I know for sure if I do survive, it will be a very long recovery, and I will not be able to provide for my family for at least several months if things go well. A cardiology specialist informed me that I may be on bed rest for 2 to 4 months.
Fucking hell.
And as I recover from this very scary, life-threatening illness, I will need help with things like my mortgage, utilities, baby supplies, and the over $100,000 in medical debt I've racked up while dealing with this nightmare. I will also likely need to be on heart medication the rest of my life.
Jesus Christ.
I've never asked for help before, but my heart is currently only working at 15 to 20%.
Jesus.
So if anyone out there cares, please consider donating to my GoFundMe to help me provide until I am able to work again, as well as help pay off the medical bills I've racked up. And if you aren't able to donate, please consider by watching my videos, as I won't be able to upload new ones for a while. Thank you for all your love and prayers. This has been one of the scariest times of my life, and all your support has meant the world to me.
Fucking hell. He's exhausted. Honestly, man, sending him prayers of strength and healing, man. Fucking hell. Just that little 2-minute video literally took it out of him, man. Fucking hell. I can't imagine what he's going through. Honestly, cannot imagine what he's going through, man. Get well soon to Brandon Buckingham, man. Get well soon to Brandon Buckingham. Could you guys not hear that? Could you guys not hear that? It did come through. It's not me. It's not me. It's the video. It's not me. It's the video. I promise you guys, it's not me. It's the video. The video itself, the video volume is really low. It's not me. It's the video. I promise you. Let me just double check it. Yeah, it's not me. It's the video. It's the video itself. The video volume is really, really low. Really, really, really low. Yeah. Let me play the one.
Buckingham, and it really pains.
Yeah, it's a video himself. It's a video himself. Anyway, you heard most of it. He basically read the statement I read on GoFundMe, so it's nothing crazy. You're not missing out anything crazy. But still, man, I asked a question in the stream chat if you guys will swap, and you guys said no, right? I think everyone said no. Big up Josie. Josie said no. Yeah, imagine Ben Askren. True, Ben Askren said the same thing. Big up Chris Mack. Yeah, the innovation and desire to improve yourself in order to defy your circumstances because there's no other choice helps me in some weird way. Exactly. Chris Mack put it perfectly there. Chris Mack put it perfectly. The US has that the desire to improve yourself in order to defy your circumstances. Exactly. There is no other choice helps me in some weird way. Yeah, USA is a bit of a shark tank, but it's good. Exactly. There you go. There you go. Which also, I think, is why on the flip side, also for in defense of my place, Europe and the UK, that's probably why it's also impressive when we also achieve things out of the ordinary, because we have a lot of safety nets. You know, there's no real need to really achieve things and go for the jugular and try to leave a legacy or try to change things for the better for people. I mean, there's no need to do that. There's no need to try to amass loads of money because you tax a high heaven over here too. So if you do it, you're actually looked at a bit of a unicorn, you know, because you know it's not really a culture, it's not really a thing over here. The chicken shop Wi-Fi, nah, mate. Big up King Bay. What do you mean chicken shop Wi-Fi? Something to do with Wi-Fi. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Big up Don Dotto. Seems like a really similar to happen to Ben Askren. Yeah, wasn't there like there's a lot of these things. But to be fair to Ben Askren, wasn't Brendan Buckingham the guy that was also alleged or accused when he was going to the hoods? People were saying that he was doing lean and stuff, or getting onto some drugs. Or my bugging. People on stream chat can let me know. Those of you who watch more Brendan Buckingham content than I do, wasn't there like a time where he was like super on lean or something? I don't know what it was. I don't know if that's if that is, because actually I think, doesn't lean affect your organs? Isn't that what fucking the guy from Chief Keef's crew died from? Excessively, doesn't that fuck up your organs or something? Oh, am I bugging out? I don't know if that's true. Maybe it's completely unconnected. I don't know. Big up. I can't hear shit, but I feel for bro. Audio is low. Yeah, it's not my fault, brother. It's a video. He could barely hold up the phone. Exactly, Koilo. Exactly. It was low. Yeah. It's not me. It's the video. It's the video itself is very, very low. I think he probably look how far the microphone is from his mouth. You know. I think because the microphone is so far, I don't think it was picking it up that well, because obviously he doesn't have the strength to put the microphone right up to his face. So I think that's the problem. I don't think, yeah, it is what it is. But most of what he said was exactly what he wrote on this GoFundMe that I just read out to you earlier. So you're not missing out on much. But yeah, get well soon to Brandon Buckingham. Get well soon to Brandon Buckingham. What an absolutely horrible thing to situation to transpire. Hopefully he gets all the support he needs. So far, it looks good. The GoFundMe is fucking popping. 127,000 over his 75k target, which is great. So hopefully that helps him to get to a good place. Helps him to get to a good place. Helps him to get to a good place. Moving on quickly. This is a random thing I saw on Twitter. Look at this. The new Genesis G9 wingback out and about. Size of a G91 M5. Don't even know what fucking car brand this is, by the way. I guess it's some new car. But am I unk status, or am I the only person that's kind of into estate cars now? That's what we call these in the UK. I'm kind of liking estates, you know. I'm not gonna lie. They look kind of crazy, but I'm kind of liking estates. Maybe because it stands out a little bit on the not a lot of people drive these sort of things out and about. But I'm kind of liking estates. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of liking estate cars. Like, it's kind of wild. I think it's kind of insane if you're a guy to drive one of these with no family, no dog, no kids, no nothing. But I'm kind of liking estates. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of enjoying estate cars. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad. Well, you guys call them station wagons in the US, yeah? Station wagons. I want to see what this looks like actually. How does this drive? What the fuck is a I've never heard of this car, by the way. Is this a car manufacturer? Let's see if there's a YouTube review of it. Someone got a YouTube video of it or something I can see. Let's see. Go to videos. There we go. Let's see. What the fuck is it? Planet Car News. The music is horrible, by the way.
Definitely worth applauding.
Oh, it's a concept. Oh, it's annoying. It's not even the production car. It's a concept. That's fucking annoying.
This is the X Grand Coupe concept, and this is derived from the G90 flagship sedan. This is the coupe with the most exclusive and luxury.
Is that a fake exhaust? Is that an electric car with a fake exhaust, or is that an actual? Is that a fake exhaust? I don't know. What the fuck's that about? Oh, hold on. I hope that's not a fake exhaust. That is so fucking cringe if so.
Luxury body style, obviously. Aristocratic proportions, 3.2.
Oh, really? They're made by Hyundai.
And basically the same space as the G90 limousine. And it perfectly blends emotional performance with rewarding luxury.
Emotional performance?
Now,
what?
How do you like the lineup so far, everybody? Just to get a feel? We're going good? Yeah? But the best thing is we're not finished yet.
Oh, look at that. That's good. I'd like the fuck out of that.
Here he is, Luke. What a dynamic entrance, Luke, and what a fantastic car. But you got to explain to us, what are we looking at exactly?
Wow.
Well, Chris, I think it's time now to talk about elevating Magma to the coachwork potential in tailoring masterpieces for very demanding customers.
The stage is yours. I'll be back afterwards, all right? Go for it.
By the way, side note, if you...
Such an awkward transition, isn't it? One more time. That's such an awkward transition.
Afterwards, all right? Go for it.
By the way, side note, if you know, we talked about the brand Genesis as the brand with the two lines, you know.
YBL.
You can see it on all
Big up Playboy Carti.
cars. If you ever wonder where this inspiration comes from, I think you have the clear proof here. But now, let's get back to business. The X Grand Coupe concept and the G90 wingback concept are two examples of what we can craft.
Am I the only person that thinks wingback sounds a little bit racismo? When he said it, it sounded a bit, especially with his accent. The black wingback, like, huh? Wingback. I don't know. When this hits production, they might have to change the name, you know. Because the way he said it, it sounded a little bit racismo. I'm not gonna lie. One more time. Let's hear him say it.
The X Grand Coupe concept and the G90 wingback concept are two examples of what we can craft. You dream it, we build it. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the privilege tonight to witness the world premiere of the G90 wingback concept, giving you all the first glimpse into the future of Magma and its spectrum of typologies. By the way, the internal code name wears
the logo, the wingback logo, kind of looks like a Bentley logo, isn't it? Not gonna lie, I don't like the fake Bentley logo. I don't like the fake Bentley badge logo thing. I'm not gonna lie. Also, another thing, again, I'm not a car guy. I don't even have a fucking license. But am I the only person that doesn't like modern grille designs nowadays? I feel like the grille designs, the front grille designs of cars now are pretty shit. Like, what is this? You know, it just looks terrible. I don't know why they design grills like this anymore. Maybe it's because maybe it's because of the advances in headlights and shit. Because there's so many developments in technology when it comes to LEDs. You don't maybe need such a large surface area to have really bright lights that have a lot of range and shit. But there's something about the grille designs nowadays that I really don't like. They're really ugly. Like, this is super, super ugly, the front of it. It doesn't look that great. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me.
The same nickname that I have is Magma, Dr. Evil Magma. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Sports functionality paired with an aerodynamic and elegant body. The youngest architecture derived from...
Yo, bit of Chris Mack. FYI, the Genesis is a spin-off of Hyundai as a luxury marquee, just like Lexus to Toyota, Acura to Honda, Infiniti and this. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The luxury division of Hyundai. It's a little bit, it's cool, but it's also a little bit like, you know, it's still Hyundai, isn't it? So if I'd rather have a Hyundai logo. Give me that fucking H. Give me that big H instead of this fake Bentley logo, you know? This fake Bentley badge. Give me that big H. Or maybe just debadge it. That's what you do. Maybe what you should do is just debadge it. Just debadge it.
G90 flagship. Magma.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Adizzy. It's more, yeah, it's a mix of like Aston Martin and Bentley, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. It's got a bit of Aston Martin on it.
Materialization of the Iron Fist in a velvet glove.
The Iron Fist, the Iron Cross. I don't know, man. This wingback thing, this guy's accent, Iron Fist, Iron Cross. Higher hit, like, so, what?
Demonstrating that Magma is the culmination of the Genesis lineup. The best of the best. The X1 Coupe concept and the G90 wingback concept add elements of sophistication, luxury, and sportiness to the proven formula as only Genesis can. Now let's be clear. You have seen quite a lot of Magma orange cars so far. But those two masterpieces prove that Magma is much more than a color.
Okay.
It offers the duality and contrast between performance and luxury. In other words, Genesis amplified, or Genesis excellence.
Can we see it drive a bit, driven or something? Can we see it moving?
Magma carries a Korean idea.
Okay, we get it, we get it. Magma. Can we see it moving and shit or no? Maybe or no. I want to.
So no, I'm not at the Mont-Tremblant circuit. It's snowing right now. It's very cold, but I'm at the Paul Ricard circuit in the south of France, near Marseille. Genesis unveiled
véhicule concept, évidemment, incluant le GV60 Magma, qui est le
Oh, that orange hatchback is not too shabby.
which is Genesis.
I ain't mad at that orange hatchback, innit? What the fuck is that orange hatchback? I ain't mad at that. Ooh. Oh, I could see myself in that. That's not too shabby, innit?
véhicule de série de performance.
It looks like a souped up Mini Cooper or something, or like a Ford Focus or something, you know? I don't mind that.
Performance de Genesis, et on a profité de la situation pour présenter la Magma GT, qui est une voiture exotique de haute.
Hyundai supercar, huh? Look at that. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
Performance qui risque fort
It's like a Hot Wheels car, isn't it? Oh, look at the lights though. I don't like the lights design, but that's kind of fucking hell. I'd push that.
En production. On nous a présenté plusieurs véhicules concept, mais notamment celui-ci qui a attiré mon attention et qui était une véritable surprise. Personne ne s'attendait à voir cette voiture-là défiler devant nous. Alors, c'est la G90 Wingback concept. C'est basé sur la berline G90 et on l'a imaginé.
Come on, people in the stream chat. People in the stream chat, come on, man. Don't lie. This is sexy, bro. Like, that's a beast of a car. That is state. Look at that. That is state. Look at the shape of it. Look at the length of it. You when you arrive, people know you've arrived, bro. I'm gonna drive that with I'm gonna drive that wearing a turtleneck. You know, I'm gonna drive that wearing a turtleneck, bro, with some fucking bloodstones. Is it bloodstone boots? Yeah. I'm gonna wear a turtleneck with some bloodstone boots, a barber jacket. You get me?
Imaginez évidemment, à partir de la berline, une voiture qui a un look sensationnel. Alors, regardez les formes de cette voiture-là. Ça a été évidemment imaginé par Luc van der Eyck, qui est le designer chez...
Come on, bro. Look at the side profile. Are you guys bugging? Look at the fucking rims. Look at the low profile. Oh. Regular handles too. Tactile handles, none of that fucking laser shit, right? Actual handles you can pull on. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it, bro.
Genesis, et on a dessiné une voiture qui ressemble essentiellement à ce que pourrait être une rivale de l'Audi RS6 avant, de la BMW M5 Touring Competition.
Ooh, look at this. This is like on what's the design? People tell me, let me know. What's that American car? Is it a Viper? You know that American car? Is it a Viper that has these like side gussets? This is a really aggressive design style, actually. It makes it look really fast, really sporty. I think it's a Viper, right? Has those kind of side gusset things, or like a Ford GT, whatever that car is. It kind of has these little slits on the side. Oof, 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 oof. That's hard. That's fucking hard, mate. That is fucking hard.
Ce genre de produit-là. Et non, on n'a pas...
Come on, man. You put your camping gear on the top here. You got your little Labrador, your golden retriever, your boxer dog, you know what I mean, your Rottweiler in the back there, you know, head popping out as you're driving down the Autobahn. Ouf.
On a dit que ça ne pourrait pas aller en production, mais on n'a donné aucun détail sur cette voiture-là qui est installée ici, qui est une voiture complète et fonctionnelle. Qui sait si ça ne sera pas produit et si ça ne sera pas prochainement commercialisé chez nous en Amérique du Nord. On a bien hâte de la voir. Alors, vu sous cet angle, la G90 Wingback Concept est encore plus belle. Vous constatez que les voies sont élargies, qu'il y a des prises d'air à l'avant. C'est vraiment une voiture qui a énormément de caractère, qui me plaît personnellement et qui semble plaire aux 150 journalistes qui proviennent des 4 coins de la planète qui sont présents ici pour admirer plusieurs des modèles. Alors, on ne sait pas évidemment ce qui se trouve sous le capot de la voiture, mais on l'a vu entrer en scène hier et ça sonnait particulièrement bien, au point de se demander si on ne retrouve pas sous le capot un moteur à 8 cylindres. On sait que la G90 berline qui est commercialisée chez nous.
That's awful. I hate that. That's clearly a copy of a Mercedes or something, right? That's clearly their copy of like a Mercedes C-Class. But if you look at this car and it kind of looks like a Skoda on the back there, innit? I don't like this white one at all. But this looks like a Skoda. The back of it looks very Skoda-ish. If you know about Skodas, you know. But no, is it Skoda? Yeah, it looks like a bit of a Skoda on the back. It's kind of Skoda-ish. I don't like this. And those rims are horrendous as well. Yuck. They need to stop designing rims for like aerodynamic purposes and to increase fucking mileage or whatever, right? And just design them for just aesthetic reasons. I hate the design of rims now because I think they do them in a way to obviously increase well, not traction, but I'm assuming also aerodynamics and to also improve its fuelage and stuff, how much fuel, whatever you can get out of it. I don't know what that term is, but I think that's why they do these rims like that, because they look so ugly.
Propose un V6 biturbo compressé de 3,5 litres qui fait 409 chevaux. C'est accompagné d'un compresseur électrique, mais dans ce cas-ci, avec des voies élargies, des freins plus performants, des pneus qui sont plus larges, un échappement quadruple qui est particulièrement intéressant sur le plan esthétique d'ailleurs. Ben, un moteur V8, ça aurait sa place. Ça, c'est mon fantasme personnel, bien sûr.
Merci, 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 merci. That was actually pretty decent. Anyway, let's switch back to Joanna. We got to finish the last 20 minutes of Slo-Jo on the Fire and the Kid. Last 20 minutes of Slo-Jo on the Fire and the Kid. Let's hear what delights they have for us, right? The last 20 minutes of Joanna on the Fighter and the Kid, Slo-Jo on the Fire and the Kid. Let's hear what they have to say. Whoopsie.
You're chatting with Boo and up.
Fast forward
Travel ball team.
Fast forward, fuck off.
Your
run. The main ball.
Forget that. That was a
doctors still do that. Like they
Our
tell.
doctor, remember my Argentinian doctor who's like 97 years old?
Yeah, he's a turtle, but he was like a tortoise. He said, "What he guaranteed tigers over 6'4".
Yeah.
well, my friend, I remember my sister's
he's
friend.
2 months old.
My
Take it
sister's
easy.
friend had cancer, and it was rather advanced, and she would go to the specialist, and she unfortunately passed away. But and the specialist was like this. The specialist was like this. Some guy, he would look at things like this. He goes, "Yeah, you have." I think he was from like Russia or something. Like, yeah, you have. It's not good. It's not good. So probably 5 months.
5 months.
She was like, "Can you give me some hope?"
No.
And he was like, "No."
That's rough, dude.
He was right.
Chin, you got any questions
That didn't happen, by the way. That didn't happen.
for JoJo?
I'll have a confession.
Oh.
He loves you.
Is he gonna confess to fucking wanking off on her or something? Chin is such a weirdo. I have a confession. What's he gonna confess to? That he whacks off to some of her fucking first traps. I have a confession. Jesus Christ, Chin. I have a confession. What the fuck's Chin gonna say here?
Oh no, I was talking. Yeah, you're awesome.
He's all, "I killed your brother."
No, the first time we met, I don't know if you remember this. We met in Vegas because Brendan had that thing with. I think that's a Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor stuff. He had to do a lot of media stuff there.
That's right.
And we did a podcast in the hotel room too.
That's right.
I remember I just landed, and then Brendan's like, "Yeah, we have a hotel where we're switching it. You'll take this one, and Joanna's gonna meet you there, right?" And I'm like, "Okay, that's perfectly fine." And I had a stomach ache like crazy, right?
Oh boy.
So I'm like, "There's no way Joanna's gonna want to go up to the room, right?" So literally, I get to the hotel, and then I'm literally on the toilet. She goes, "Hey, I'm
the toilet.
meet me out front. I'll come upstairs right now." I'm like, "Fuck."
Oh no.
So I flushed, and I'm just like trying to like hopefully like there's
There's some type of perfume.
Whose man's is this, man? This is the story that you're sharing. You couldn't just keep this to yourself. Do you have any questions for my wife, Chin, for the podcast? Maybe, whatever. Any questions about our relationship? Any questions that might be funny that the fans would like? Oh, this one time when I booked a hotel and she was meant to stay in the room, I shat in the room. So what do you mean you didn't know she was going to come out to the room? If you knew she was coming, why would you not know she was going to maybe go to the room? Why would you think she's not going to go to the hotel room? Where do you think she was going to stay? He's such a freak, isn't he? He's such a... Maybe I'm misunderstanding what he's saying, but it sounds like Brendan told him to order or to book 2 rooms so that they had 1 room to podcast in and 1 room for him and Joanna to sleep in. I'm assuming that's that time when he was lying down on the bed with his feet out and shit, right? Like, why would he not know she was going to go up there then? Like, what? I didn't know you were going to go there, so I fucking destroyed the toilet and I was trying to get the... All right, mate. Great story. Amazing story.
Yeah, but there's nothing there, of course. But then you came in, you went directly to the bathroom. I don't know what.
I don't
it's such a
remember
long. But that was like the first time I met you too.
Oh, well,
I'm so sorry.
Always liked you from day one.
Oh, thank you.
You're super sweet. You've always been amazing.
I've always said the same about you too.
And then we went to Korean barbecue.
Was that little sound he made? Was that little sound he made?
Day one.
Oh, thank you.
You're super sweet. You've always been amazing.
I've always said the same about you too.
And then we went to Korean.
I think he cringed himself out too. I think once he said it, once those words left his lips, I think he got embarrassed. Like, I think that's what that was. That's a little grimace. I think he even cringed himself out there. Whatever he said there even made himself feel embarrassed. Okay, that's fair.
Korean barbecue, remember?
Yeah. That was a
I
beautiful
miss that.
time.
Have you found any Korean
Yeah, I was
barbecue
gonna
out
say,
here
do you
too?
know of any good Korean barbecue spots?
Here? Just
Yeah,
like
man.
Honey Pig.
Honey Pig?
Honey Pig, yeah. That's
That
the first
sounds
one I
very
tried
Korean.
here, but I say here because I'm like I need to go around and
Is
check
it
them
good?
first.
Honey Pig's good?
It's decent. Yeah, it's decent. I still haven't gone around to actually check yet though. So.
You like good Mexican food? but like gourmet.
Let's see what he said about what's his honey pig Korean barbecue. Let's see. Chin is not impressed. Let's see what it looks like. Chin is not impressed. Honey pig Korean barbecue Austin, right? Let's see, what does it look like? There we go. Honey pig. They've got an Instagram. Let's just check out the Google images. Let's see what I go on for the Google shit. Let's go on Google. What does it say here? They've got 4.7 stars. Let's see what the reviews say quickly. The reviews. We went to this barbecue spot 3 months ago, right, to celebrate my wife's birthday, and it was an amazing experience. Even though we showed up without a reservation, the staff were incredibly welcoming, managed to find a table, the service was top notch throughout the night, staff were attentive, friendly, made sure everything we needed. The food was fresh, delicious, and the grilling at the table made it fun, an interactive dinner. Highly recommend this place. Just a heads up, it gets very busy, so I was just getting a reservation. Seems good to me. $30 to $50 per head. Not too shabby. Let's check out the pictures. I ain't mad at it. What the fuck's Chin complaining about? Oh, look at this. Look at this spread. My wife and I had a blast there 2 months ago. The tables have a built-in griddle and a sleek overhead vent, so the dinner feels like a little cooking show. Your server handles the cooking. Our server, okay, cool. So this is one of them ones where the server does it for you. Why do you mean to do it yourself? The server handled our cooking, searing thinly sliced brisket with aromatics and veggies. Everything was fine. Pro tip: the griddle stays hot even after the gas is off. Honestly, Americans are you're such complainers, isn't it? Such a Karen, such a fucking bitch made guy. Pro tip: the griddle stays hot after the gas is off. So move the meat on the plate to avoid overcooking. Like, shut up. But yeah, this looks good, man. For an Austin place, this looks pretty decent. And I think Austin's not the place to, I'm assuming, get stuff like fucking barbecue, right? So this looks decent for what it is. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see some more pictures here. Oh, let's see all the pictures. That's what the logo looks like. Honey pig, you get it. Yeah. A lot of seat. Oh, you sit on little stools. I don't think I'm not kind of happy about that, to be fair. If I'm gonna be a bit picky as well, I'm not too fond of the stool sitting on these little bins with cushions on top. No back support. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't like that at all. But the meat does look pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. The meat does look pretty decent here. There's a little video of them in action.
Hi, Ellie.
I'm doing a video.
That's what I said. Smile.
To be fair to Chin, he's the expert in it, because I don't know what would differentiate between a good and a really good fucking Korean barbecue to a bad one. I guess maybe the produce, right? The quality of the meat would be a good thing. Maybe all the sides or lack thereof would be a difference maker. Maybe the ambiance in general. Maybe the price. But I don't know. I think it's hard to fuck up a Korean barbecue. That's what I'm just thinking in my head. It'll be hard to not get it right. As long as you get the good cut, as long as you get a good quality cuts of meat and shit, you're pretty much done for, innit? There's not much more that you need. But I could be wrong. I don't know. He's going to iron like it's all. He's acting as if like the standards in Austin are super low for Korean barbecue. It's like, how bad is it going to be really? Do you know what I mean? As long as it's not like some black people serving you the Korean barbecue, they all look like they're Korean as well. So it's like, there's no danger there. The food looks like it's decent quality. I don't know. It's like, what are you complaining about, brother? Like, it looks fairly decent to me. Fair play. But the only thing that's a bit annoying about Korean barbecue is the whole like having to cook it yourself, you know? That's the only thing. Not that I'm lazy, but it's just a little bit like if you're going out to eat, I don't know, I kind of don't want to be preparing my own spread, you know what I mean? Like fucking serving my food. But then I also don't want to be the guy, because you look like a real fucking gringo, where you get them to do it for you, you know? And it's just basically flipping it around the griddle. It's not that deep, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of embarrassing if you get them to do it for you, but it's also annoying doing it yourself, you know?
May.
Oh yeah, tell her about Mexican food, Brian.
Commodore.
Yeah, tell
Oh,
her
you know
about
what? I've
Mexican
heard about
food.
that. Some of the neighbors told me about it.
Masa. But it's a type of, like, there's all different types of.
Hey,
You know where the best
you
restaurant
want the
is
best Mexican food in Austin? Our house.
Our house.
Yeah, you can cook, huh?
No,
And my mom too. My
she's
mom's
all right.
there.
Her mom. Well, you're good at certain things.
She's all right.
No, her mom though.
You're sleeping
She's
in the
all
guest room
right.
tonight.
No, her
Done.
mama, bruh.
Is he? What's his fake? I like Mexican food. Doesn't he always complain about the Mexican food? Isn't he always bragging on the pod about how sometimes, not bragging, but telling the story that he gets fed up of having to eat Mexican every day, so you order a Domino's and just eat it by himself and shit, like a fucking freak. What's this fake? Oh, my mother-in-law cooks good fucking Mexican food. I love it. Or is he lying in general about hating it? He's such a weird person. Imagine lying about not liking your half of your family's fucking heritage and food. Is it all a lie? The whole I hate Mexican thing. Kind of pissed off and wanting to be American, pushing the whole I'm white, I'm not fucking Mexican. Strange lad. Strange fucking lad.
Buddy.
Really?
Buddy.
Yeah, she's a good cook.
The best
Where'd you
Mexican
grow up?
food's at
Where
our
in
house.
Mexico did you grow up?
Guadalajara.
Guadalajara. But you speak.
By the way, she was born in California, innit, right? I think they found that video, right? Where she said she was born and raised in California. Maybe she went back and forth, but I think there's a video that's got it's deleted now. I think it got scrubbed from the internet. She did an interview with some channel, and she basically said she's born and raised in California. But I don't know if she's, again, who knows? This whole family's full of liars, right? I don't know if she's lying again. Who knows? But I don't know where the Guadalajara thing. Maybe her mum comes from Guadalajara, but I don't really know where it comes from. Maybe she went back there when she was a kid. I don't know. Who knows?
Italian too.
I wouldn't say I'm fluent, but I can definitely hold a conversation.
Why?
Because my mom's Italian.
Your mom's Italian?
Yeah, my grandfather, I grew up in Mexico with my grandma and grandpa, but my grandpa's Italian. And so I grew up with him speaking to us in Italian because he wanted to kind of like keep that going.
So you have Italian and Mexican blood.
Yeah. So my mom's Italian, but she claims to be Mexican because she grew up in Mexico. They migrated to Mexico when she was like 2. And
Last name's Zanella.
Sanela. Yeah.
When you were growing up, did you have to deal with any of the?
Oh, that's what she. Okay.
You have a gun?
So that probably explains how she looks. She looks. Big up.
Calm down and Mr. Rape Ghanistan.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Rape Ghanistan. I like how that slipped through. Big up Streamlabs. Big up Streamlabs. Big up YouTube super chats. I like how that slipped through. Calm down, Mr. Rape Ghanistan is hilarious. But that probably explains why she's so pale, innit? That explains why she's so pale. She looks such the way she does. Because her mum's legitimately Italian. Isn't that weird though, by the way? Isn't that a bit strange? Her mum is legitimately Italian, but she dresses and kind of does her hair, carries herself in a very Mexican way. Odd, isn't it? It's a bit odd, no? Why would you like? To be fair, if you saw Joanna's mum, would you think she's Italian or would you think she's Mexican? I think she's Mexican anyway. I think she's like Central America, South American. I mean, I wouldn't think she's European. Very strange way to kind of conduct yourself. But hey, it is what it is. But it also explains that tattoo that she has. She's got some tattoo where it's got like the outline of Italy, and then it's got a Mexican flag on the inside of it.
Cartel stuff?
Not growing up, I definitely think my grandpa is in the mob somehow because people were terrified.
Really? They are average middle. So what do you think is going on here in the stream chat? Is she lying? Big up Space Guy. Space Guy said she's 100% not Italian. Why would you say that then? Big up Space Guy. Why would you say that Slo-Jo's mum is not Italian? She said her mum's Italian. The mum side is Italian. The grandpa was Italian, spoke Italian. She just was brought up in it. They were brought up in Mexico though. They emigrated there when she was 2. Also, what would be surely they'd want to claim the white side more than the brown side, no? So why would she lie about being Mexican? I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of the census. This whole family's weird people, man. Weird people.
Terrified of him.
Oh, they were.
Yeah, like in our city, like maybe not in the mob, but like in our where I grew up. Like
that's a good point actually, because she doesn't look Italian. Space Guy. That's a dumb question receives a simple answer. Why do you think she's not Italian? Because she doesn't look it. Number one. She doesn't really look it at all, does she? Like she doesn't look Italian at all. Like I don't understand. I don't know. Let's see this. Let's go. Where is it? Joanna. There you go. Where's her mummy? Oh my God, look at the clips that she pulled out for. Jesus Christ, bro. How many clips? 1, 2, 3, 4 clips, 5 clips. Fucking hell. Where's the mum? 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 Fucking hell, it's all her, innit? Okay, there's the mum. Yeah, that's not... Is that an Italian lady? Is that an Italian lady to you guys in stream chat? Does that lady look Italian to you? Or does that just look like a... She looks like she could be Peruvian, Guatemalan, Honduran, you know? Maybe even from Puerto Rico. But would you think she looks Italian? Off the bat, off rip. You look African, but you got a British accent. Globalization, bro. Okay, cool. Do you think I look Italian? Do you think I look African? You wouldn't think I was
0%. Good to see you are.
Bigger space guys. 0%. Okay, cool. 0%. Not a chance. Okay, fair play. Fair fucking play. Fair fucking play. Imagine, like, again, like, do you think Brendan hates the way his kids look? Because imagine saying, I'm just looking at Tiger now. Imagine the whole I'm white thing and your kid comes out looking like this. If you're Brendan, like, it's such a weird thing to brag about. Like, are you white though? Like, look at your child, bro. It's just a funny thing. It's such a... Personal identity is really interesting. I wonder why Brendan even has that thing about him anyway. There was a time in his life where Brendan enjoyed being racially ambiguous, and one day he woke up and wanted to be like the white guy. I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened to make him... I think it's probably the Republican thing, probably, right? It's probably being conservative that made him want to be white. But there was a time in his life where he was like bragging about being racially ambiguous as part of his name, innit? Big Brown.
You have a gun?
Shit. Yo, big up Asalaziz.
Mama mia, Oz. Didn't know you were Italian as well.
I'm Italian like Balotelli, man. I'm Italian like Balotelli. Big up Chris Mack. I don't know, man. I don't look at her and think Italian. Sure, why not? Okay. Some people think she looks Italian, some people not. Younger Bab saying sub. Okay, let me just Google this. Southern Italian woman. Let's see what they look like. Okay, but this is gonna be AI. I don't know how real this is. I don't know how this is like AI shit, innit? Donatella does Slo-Jo look like Donatella Versace? No. Does Slo-Jo look like fucking Frida Kahlo or something? No. I don't know. Slo-Jo's mom doesn't look like any of these ladies here, does she? I don't think so. I don't think Slo-Jo looks like any of these ladies. Oh, the actual Italian PM. What's her name? The actual Italian PM is from Southern Italy. Yeah, Slo-Jo's mom don't look like this, innit? No? That's an Italian lady. You can't mistake that lady is an Italian lady. The Italian PM, like, yeah, that's a very Italian looking lady, but I don't know. Racial identity is funny, man.
Like, people were really scared. Till this day, everyone kisses my grandpa's hand when they say hello and stuff.
Oh.
So it's like a little bit strange, you know?
Isn't that just an older thing? Isn't that just like a courteous thing and stuff? Why not just ask him if he's in the mob? If that's your granddad, I don't know. Like, she thinks because everyone kisses the granddad's hand granddad on the hand that he's some sort of fucking capo or something. All right, love.
But I didn't deal with any of it. When I was older and I would go visit my grandparents and my family, you know, if I went out with the girls or whatever, oh yeah, it was like, if we went out to like the club and they had.
But didn't you have a situation where you guys were like in a club in Mexico and the cartel, like the boys were there, and obviously her and her friends are pretty girls, and they were.
Hey! Why don't you let her tell the story? She's got a story to share about being in a club in Guadalajara and some cartel guys came through. Why don't you let her tell the story if she was the one that experienced it? Look at Brendan like mansplaining her story. Fucking brilliant. Can't you let her tell the story then? It's probably not true, but let her tell the story.
they like forced him to come over to the table, and Joanna was like, I just gotta go to the bathroom, and then went out the bathroom and left.
Really?
So at the time, one of my friends, her name is Miroslava, she was running for Señorita Jalisco, which is like, you know, one of the misses, whatever.
Jalisco's no joke.
Yeah. And so it was a crew of like 6 of us. And we went to this club, and she was pretty well connected because she was like at the time the beauty pageant girl or whatever. But we didn't have like a VIP table. We just had like a little bar top. And then all of a sudden they sent one of the guys and they were like, hey, those guys want you girls to sit over there with them. And me and my best friend was with me at the time because she went with me everywhere. We looked over and I told her, I'm like, those are cartel members. We are not going over there. I said, because we don't know what's going to happen. So you and I are going to sneak out. We're going to go to the bathroom and we're going to go through like the back kitchen somehow, some way. We're going to get the fuck out of here. She's like, yeah, I don't want to go over there. So I told them, I said, guys, we're not doing this. But they, you know, they were like, nah, we'll be okay. Let's just go have some drinks. I was like, all right, well, we're going to go to the bathroom. Sure enough, they went, they hung out. Me and Natalie snuck out through the back. Their families were hitting us up the next day because they hadn't been home yet. So they took these 4 girls into like a ranch in Mexico, had their way, and then we're like, all right, you can go home now. And then they held them for like 48 hours.
Could be worse.
That could have been us. And I was like, oh, no.
So you're having sex with those guys. That's how it was.
Oh, they were forced to do whatever.
Fucking hell, Brian. What do you think? Look at Brian wanting the exact details. So you're having sex, right? So they're sticking their dicks in your mouths, right? They're fucking you guys. Come on, Brian, man. Fucking hell, Mr. Explicit Detail over here. So they're fucking you, right? They're like in Espanol, you're gonna be my girlfriend tonight, right? on some fucking como se dice, you're my girlfriend now. Como se dice, you're my girlfriend now. Fucking hell, Callan, mate. Callan wanted the details. So like they're fucking you guys, right? Right? And imagine this is Jalisco, right? No rubbers, right? Like this is fucking bare backle, huh? Brian, fucking hell. Jesus Christ, he wanted the detail. Look at him, look at his face. So they're fucking in it, right? They're fucking, and those cartel members, you know, Mexican people, you know, they got that fucking cardio, they got that fucking Mexican blood, you know, they got that fucking rancho energy, yeah? Fucking look at him. Look at him. Callan's getting a boner, I think. I'm not gonna lie, I think he's getting a boner.
Or, you know, whatever it is that they...
That was it.
Yeah, but we left. I was like, we're not...
They do in Mexico, dog.
And you don't have a choice, because it's either you go, or they're like...
Big up Chris Mark, what's that? Tu eres mi novia ahora. Tu eres mi novia ahora is fucking crazy. Es muy loco. Callan wanting the details. So let me go it one more time. So they're fucking you guys, right?
Been us. And I was like, oh, no.
So you're having sex with those guys. That's how it was.
Oh, they were forced to do whatever, you know, whatever it is that they...
That was it. Sex with those guys. That's how it was.
Hours.
Could be worse.
That could have been us. And I was like, oh, no.
So you're having sex with those guys. That's how it was.
That's how it was. And back in my day, you want stage time, you're having sex with the comedians. You want to get up on set and do your little 5 minutes about your pussy. I'm getting in that pussy first. All right, brother. Okay.
Oh, they were forced to do whatever, you know, whatever it is that they...
That was it.
Yeah, but we left. I was like, we're not...
They do in Mexico, dog.
Damn. And you don't have a choice, because it's either you go...
Powerful bunch.
Or they're like, or we're going to...
Yeah, big up.
Callan about to instinctually go off on a rant. I've never known cartel members to do anything illegal. We didn't hang out. They're still friends. I can't talk.
That is crazy. Me and El Mayo, you know, El Mayo, we hardly hung around. Me and him hardly had shared a couple of drinks, a couple of loads of some cervezas. I've never seen El Mayo. I've never seen anything do anything illegal. Oh, that's fucking incredible. Big up us all disease.
kill your family, or we're gonna kill you.
Were hurt when you guys didn't come back.
Well, I tried telling them.
Man, I really like that one, man. What is it, bro?
It's so bad, that kind of
What
shit.
did I do, bro? You know?
In Vegas too now. So every year I go to Vegas for like 16 de septiembre, which is, you know, Mexican independence. And it's a thing. Me and my two best friends, we go and we.
Every year I go to Vegas. Yeah, we know, girl. We know. We fucking know. We fucking know. Those are some of the best time on the subreddit. When she goes to Vegas, she gets her fucking first trap on. Super first trap mode. The slinkiest of bikinis, loads of pictures by the fucking hotel pool. She gets sent bouquets of flowers from random men that she posts on social media. Twerking in the club. She goes for it, bro. She goes for it.
We hang out. But I do Vegas differently. I go to like the spa, we go eat food and whatever. And one of the times.
And what's whatever? I want the camera to pan to Brendan. What happens? What's whatever? Vegas, spa, food. What's whatever? Tell us more. Tell us more.
In the Caesar's Palace, they have like a topless pool. But we always go to the topless pool because I don't go topless, obviously. But we go there because it's nice and no.
This is giving AKAASH, isn't it? This is giving AKAASH. This is giving AKAASH. Topless pool. What? I like how Brendan's just finding out about this now, by the way. This is brilliant.
No. I will never.
Your friends getting the tits out in Vegas?
No. We just go there because it's calm. Like, there's not a lot of people there.
It's probably ugly chicks get their titties out.
Yeah, right. So we're safe, you know, because they're like, there's nobody here. I don't like the nasty pool. I don't like that.
That's such a good idea.
It's a great idea because it's basically to ourselves. Yeah. And so we were there, and same thing. All of Mexico, if you know, and I'm sure people who are listening know, if you are Mexican and you celebrate Mexican independence, the spot to be is Vegas because Alejandro Fernandez is there, Mark. I mean, everyone and their mom is Canelo fights that weekend. It's a whole thing for us Mexicans. So we go there and we have fun. A lot of cartel.
Big up Slo-Jo. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like her. I like how she's like convinced Brendan that this is like a part of her cultural identity. This is a part of her heritage to go to Vegas for Mexican Independence Day. This is a good manipulation. This is a good thing she's done here. I like this. I'm not gonna lie. She's convinced him that Vegas is like some sort of rite of passage for all Mexicans. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not, again, clearly not Mexican, clearly not American, don't know much, but this is the first I've heard of Mexican Independence Day being such a big deal in Vegas. From what I understand, people celebrate Mexican Independence Day wherever they're at. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe it might be fun to go to California or something where there's more Mexicans and shit, but for the most part, from what I've known of Mexican Independence Day, it's like you celebrate it wherever. It doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean? But she's convinced Brendan that, yeah, you have to go to Vegas. She has to go to Vegas to celebrate it. She has to stay in the best hotel. Oh, she's fucking brilliant. I love this girl. That's actually very clever. Very, very, very clever.
Members go, I'm sure.
They like to party too.
Because they like to party and they got some money to spend. And same thing, we were at that pool.
Yeah, big up Young Old Vibes. Going to New York for All-Star Weekend is my heritage. Exactly. Big up Young Old Vibes. You know.
And they sent me this big champagne bottle that was like this big, like those like that. I don't know how much they are, but
you're at the Warlock pool.
Yeah.
Damn, they found you there.
Yep. And they sent this huge champagne bottle.
Does he not speak to this woman? Is he hearing this story for the first time today on the podcast? Well, weird. Like, he's never heard of this story before she mentioned it on the pod. Fucking hell. You see his face? I don't think he's enjoying the story. They found you at the Warlock pool. Yeah, duh, because she probably had her tits out. Look at he's not liking this story at all. They were buying her bottles and shit. They were buying her bottles out there in fucking Vegas. Messing all the fucking banditos. All the banditos were buying her bottles. He's not enjoying this story at all. She had her tits out, bum out, lips covered in lip gloss, skin covered in shiny glittery stuff. Brennan is not enjoying these flashbacks.
Sent this huge champagne bottle with the whole like you know, like the lights and everything, and I was like, oh no, sorry that we didn't order that. I was like, well, I did not order that. They're like, no, those guys over there sent it to you. And I was like,
yeah, big up Young God Vibes. Topless in Vegas is full of warlocks. Exactly. Yeah, right. Exactly. Big up Miles. Big up Miles Broom. What's that? I'm a nurse in America. I work in a mainly women's health area in the hospital. Slo-Jo is lying. She claims her blood pressure was 26/240. I've seen thousands of patients now. I call bullshit. Also, IVF is fucked. Oh, really? So you believe that, yeah? Okay, but big up Miles Broom. So my theory that, which is not much of a theory, I'm sure most people believe this. My theory that the IVF has to be some sort of contributing issue, has to be a contributing effect to the number one, the what's that thing called? With Billy being a premature baby in the first place, and obviously all the health issues. I'm assuming. It's a brutal price to pay though as a parent, isn't it? Just because you went to choose your kid's eye color and hair color, that I feel so bad if that happened to me, man. I'd feel so fucking guilty.
Oh, I was like, well, tell them I said thank you so much, but I can't take it, you know, but I appreciate it. And they were like, well, they're not going to take no for an answer. And I was like, all right, well, that's my cue to go. And we sure did. We got out of the pool, we got dressed, and we left because I don't mess around like that.
At least you
have to do that,
my
right?
God. Imagine being a chick and have to deal with that. But at least in America, you have more resources. At least you can actually call the cops.
Yeah, you can actually call 911. In Mexico, who are you
going to call? The federales, and they're in on it?
They're in on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You have no hope in Mexico. At least here, you're like, let me go to the security guard and they'll call 911. Or, you know, there's an outage. Yeah.
1 out of 10 murders are solved.
Could you imagine the years when they were going through their troubles? If I'm Brendan, I don't want to think about it too much. Could you imagine the shit that she was getting up to in Vegas with her friends? The years that her and Brendan were having their issues, or Brendan was cheating a bunch, or running around, going on tour all the time, doing these fake tours. So he wouldn't, because he used to do it a lot, right? I think he used to brag about it. I think there's a joke he said about it on Tiger, on King and the Sting. He mentioned as a joke that he would on purpose book tours and gigs so he wouldn't need to be at home. So could you imagine those years when she used to go to Vegas, what she used to get up to at the topless pool? I didn't know that's a thing. There's a topless pool. There's a section where you can go to be topless. All the ballers out there sending her bottles of shit. The story that she's mentioning is the year that she refused the bottle. It's the year that they were probably good and she sent it back. But I'm sure a lady like that, I'm sure there's times where she was more than happy to receive the attention, to kind of rub Brendan's face in it and get him heated. Fuck you know. What an arrangement. She's a smart girl though. I have to go to Vegas. Vegas is part of my culture, it's part of my tradition. Vegas is an integral part of the Mexican identity. Smart girl.
It's so terrifying.
Yeah, big up Miles Broom. 8 out of 10 babies I've seen via IVF have bad issues. Also, Papa is overworking Billy with the pool shit. Just relax and accept your greed is reason Billy has issues. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I guess he's trying to solve it in like a hustle way, innit? I guess he's trying to solve it like a hustle way. In the end, it probably will help anyway, to be honest. Let's be honest, it will probably end up helping. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. They have to deal with how they have to deal with it. But big up Miles Broom. Thank you for the insight. You're a ledge.
And it's such a bummer because Mexico is so beautiful.
It's a beautiful
especially
place.
Guadalajara. I mean, it's like,
there's a real like young people now are really protesting. They were trying to break in Scheinbaum's like palace because they were like, we're done with this violent crime. We're done with it.
There's nothing to do.
We got Chris Mack. If my wife says something like that, I'll be banging her sister and her mum. Mandem, can we talk honestly? I'm a very open-minded type of person. Personally, I think overall, I don't think I have a controlling bone in my body, to be honest. But I'm not gonna lie, if it's my wife and we have 3 young kids, but she insists that she must go on a yearly girl trip to Vegas, I'm gonna look at you with a bit of a side eye. It might get to a point where we might have to have a sit down and discuss this. And do you know what I mean? It doesn't really make any sense if you think about it. wife with kids, and she goes to Vegas every year. How about what about if we switched it? What about if we said Brendan goes to Brazil? What about if Brendan told her he's going to Carnival every year? How should we receive that? You know, I don't know. It's a bit fishy. It's a bit weird. I wouldn't be too happy about it. And she's already a little bit of a. She already likes the male gaze anyway. I think she's a bit pick-me-ish, right? With her first traps and stuff. I think she likes the attention overall, clearly. So it's like, bro, like you don't get enough dopamine hits from the likes that you get on social media with the fucking bikini shots and stuff in your bedroom. Just do that, man. Allow the Vegas thing. We got kids, bro. Like, yo, mum, chill out. Chill out, man. Or I get to go to fucking Colombia and Brazil every year, you know? Or if you're into, you know, other stuff, you go to maybe Thailand and shit. But yeah, I don't know. I'd be a little bit perturbed if I was him. If I was him, I'd be a little bit like, why do you always have to go to aren't you a mum? Like, can't you get over this? Can we move on from this?
Shot the mayor.
It's too ingrained.
Shot the mayor of Guadalajara, I think, or of.
Not sure.
They shot
killed the mayor.
39 out of the 50 candidates.
Can't have that.
I mean, it's just.
But for me, like I get bummed out because I want the boys and Billy to see. No, hold on. I want them to see where their mom comes from, like my family, like where I grew up, stuff like that. Right?
What? He's not gonna let his kids go back to Mexico again. So she has such a strong Mexican identity that she needs to go to Vegas every year, but then she lets Brendan tell her that she can't take her kids back to Mexico. Make that make sense. Surely if you're that patriotic, you're like, I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm taking them back to my country. They're going to go see where I grew up. They're going to go see where my parents are from. That side of the family. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? So she's like, she must celebrate fucking Mexican independence, right? But doesn't really care about taking the kids back to the country. Or doesn't insist on it. Brendan also is a weird dude anyway. The lack of fucking curiosity and just like travel lust. Like, it's just an odd lad. What's up? Like, it really makes us like, why marry a girl that's from that part of the world if you don't bother about going back to the country and visiting at least? Like, it's such a strange. But then I guess maybe he is actually scared of getting kidnapped and something, you know, which would probably happen to Brendan, knowing his luck and knowing how fucking easily hateable and how highly unlikely, how highly unlikable he is. You could see a scenario where he would get kidnapped. You know what I mean? So maybe he's right to be this cautious.
Mexico's an amazing place.
And it's so
many
beautiful.
Ways. Great culture.
But it's like,
incredible.
it's so dangerous that like,
too dangerous right now.
I can't even
Well, the
them.
economy is doing really well. Like Mexico is the big winner in this whole like global shakeup in a lot of ways. But they just have to get that violent crime under control. They have
I don't know
to.
if they ever
It
will.
will never
It's
happen.
not acceptable.
Did you hear the expert on Rogan?
He said you have to treat it like an insurgency. You literally have to treat it like a civil war. You have to go to war. Like you.
But he was also saying that like Trump thinks he can just go in and take out these main cartel guys. He's like, but they're involved in government, like they're businessmen. So they're involved in government, the banking.
Well, the way you do it is you.
How is he, by the way, little short politics thing, how is Trump getting away with just blowing up people on these boats, by the way? How's that constitutional? How is that not against like some sort of like human rights treaty or something or whatever? I get there might be cartel people smuggling drugs. I get it, whatever. But surely those people are doing it under duress. Some of them aren't even doing it because they want to, you know? And he just like missile launch, just like it's blowing these boats out of the water. It's like, how is this allowed? Can someone explain it in the stream chat? I saw a clip the other day. It's like this fishing boat just getting blown up, a speedboat blown up. It's her brother. You have no idea who's in there. There could be a cartel member in there. There could be 3 people taken hostage and shit. Like, you don't have no idea. It's so weird.
Real estate, it's in too deep. You're not going to do shit.
You cut a deal somehow, but.
Let's take a little break here because the one, the only, the best fit and feel in the game. We've been with all white over ghost podcast of and
you and
I.com.
Because honestly, you guys are really funny. Big up Young Good Vibes. LOL, I just live here. It's fucking brilliant. That's a brilliant response. I just live here. It's so fucking brilliant. Big up Jack Downey Jr. How is it allowed that Israel's committing genocide on live TV? Great fucking point. you have to legalize drugs in America would cut demand. Yeah, true, but that's never gonna happen. To be fair, at least legalize some Class A drugs. You know what I mean, that would be brilliant, but it's never gonna happen. Nobody cares. True. Is he watching his cat blow up? Like, I watch my Uber Eats get slow. Yeah, this means something to me, man. This means something to me, you know? Seeing this fucking night vision, seeing this night vision footage of these boats, you know what I mean? Traveling at high speeds. And then just seeing them get incinerated, you know what I mean? It's like, breaks my heart, man. I'm like, fuck, think of the 8 balls. Think of the fucking 8 balls.
58% off. Get to it.
So I wish I could go back more, but the last time I went was like almost 2 years ago, and I stayed in Andares, which is my favorite. It's like the Rodeo Drive of Guadalajara.
It is.
And you would never think you're in Mexico because there's like Lambos, Ferraris, like, you know, Canelo goes there all the time with his family, his wife, like anyone who's anyone.
It's pretty safe.
Of course she goes there. Of course when she goes back home, she goes to the fucking Beverly Hills of Mexico. What's the point, man? You should get in and amongst it, man. Be in, is it MEX or MDX? Be in Mexico City. Be right in the heart of that shit. I always said though, did I mention before that I got my best haircut I've ever got in Mexico? That one time I went to Mexico, I went to some random barber shop. I think I went to a barber shop that was near, I don't know where, I think it was wherever the area is where the Frida Kahlo, there's like a Frida Kahlo museum somewhere. Or like, no, I think it's a Frida Kahlo's former residency or house that's got turned into a museum. And you can see her bedroom and shit, and the brace she used to wear, and something her husband, I don't know, whatever. In that area, there was like a barber shop I went to. Maybe the best haircut I've ever got in my life. The best fade I've ever. It took like 2 hours, but it was so fucking good. So fucking good, man. Honestly, one of the best haircuts I've ever fucking had. Big up Mexico.
Super safe because they have,
because the cartels own that.
Because the cartels own it, and so because they own Louis Vuitton, Prada, whatever, they don't want to mess with their businesses.
They don't want tourism.
They don't affect the.
They don't want to affect, and also that's where their wives hang out. That's where all the soccer player wives hang out. So they want to keep that area safe, so that at least their families and everyone there feels like, okay, we can chill. And there's also like soldiers, federales, with like AK. What are they? AK-40.
Big up my CGNG niggas. Big up my CGNG niggas. Big up my chapitos. Big up.
7s, like just fully armed, where it's a little creepy because you're like, hold on, are we good? Why are they here? You know, because it's a big presence, but
wow,
it's beautiful there.
Growing up there, it's beautiful, but it's like Colombia went through that, and Colombia's got that under control now a little bit. But Colombia went through that kind of violence.
Yeah, under control.
It's a little dangerous.
And Brent still doesn't speak Spanish after 14 years. So.
Well, no, that makes all the sense in the world because he's never going to learn something like that.
Oh, pick up Spanish when you're 30.
It is possible though. He's just not very curious, isn't it? And also, I think it's a lack of intelligence as well. I think that's what hurts him, because I think language learning is a humbler for someone like myself who's tried to learn and is still actively trying to learn. It is a real humbler. It kind of really you know what I mean? It kind of makes you question a lot of yourself. You know, you really have to be willing to make mistakes, willing to put yourself out there. But I think for somebody that's already lacking in intelligence and you're aware of it, it's going to make you feel more dumb than what you actually are. So you're going to get super frustrated and not going to follow through with it. Obviously, it's easier when you're younger. We get it. But you can learn language when you're older. It's actually even easier to learn, I think. He could learn like broken or conversational Spanish because she speaks Spanish, you know, and her mum speaks Spanish. He could pick up that kind of, it might not be like grammatically correct. He might not be able to sit down and give an interview on a TV program, but he would be able to just be conversational, be able to order things, be comfortable if his fucking mother-in-law and Slo-Jo left the room and he had to kind of, you know, sit in round and whatever else it may be. But I just think he generally has the same lack of curiosity he has about traveling or about visiting Mexico and stuff. The same lack of curiosity he has about language learning. He's a bit of a, is it simple? I'm not sure even simple. Maybe simple is an insult. Don't know, he's a bit dead inside when it comes to that sort of stuff, you know? He doesn't, like, all those, like, it's kind of interesting, it's like all those cars and stuff, he doesn't really go on holiday, He doesn't even travel anywhere in the States, really, you know? Really strange. No, I'm not expecting him to go to Switzerland or to go to Australia, but he doesn't even go anywhere in the States. He doesn't, you know? He seems a bit boring, like, he spends money on trainers and cars and Kibitech shocks and stuff. So, don't know, man. Seems a bit...
You should speak Spanish.
He does know chisme, though.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm like, we got chisme.
Chisme is like gossip.
Gossip.
So I know when her and mom are gossiping, I'm like, let me in.
He goes, let me hear the chisme.
But he has terrible accent. He's
awful.
Got a terrible ear.
Pala. He goes, Paula.
Pala.
Pala.
Impala.
It's la pala.
La pala. La pala.
Sope.
See, you got it.
La
Sope.
pala.
Is it sopa? I don't know. Big up Asada says, Spanish is the English language to learn if you speak English. You can practice every day with fluent speakers. It's just a hard, unable. That's the thing though as well. He also lives in a place where there's a lot of Spanish speaking people, you know? Whether it's California, whether it's Texas, there's going to be a few there, you know? You'd imagine. Obviously half his family is Spanish, so it's like, there's no real excuse really. And I'm not even telling him to be like fluent. Just be conversational. Have some broken Spanish so you can kind of articulate yourself and express yourself a little bit. It's like, it's also very surprising because think of if people in Trinidad, especially white dudes, right? Maybe it's different, but I feel like any white dude that I've met in life who's been into women from other cultures, other countries, they're usually also into the country's other language and shit, you know? Like, I don't know. An easy example is like white guys and Asian girls. How many white guys do I know who date Japanese, Korean girls who also love the culture, might speak the language a little bit, know a few words, you know? It's part of the package. You don't just like, oh, you just like the girls and then just completely cut off where they're from. You want the whole bag. You know what I mean? You want the whole bag. You want the whole package, sort of thing. But Brendan doesn't seem to be like that. He seems to just, you know, I guess like her for her tits and her bum, and that's it. He doesn't give a fuck about where she's from, really. He doesn't give a fucking fuck where she's from. But yeah, La Paula Abdul is fucking incredible. La Paula is fucking incredible. Shame Brendan doesn't go Guadalajara. He could have made up a story that he bumped into Canelo calling him the gringo that... Oh my God, imagine. Big up Don Dot, that's brilliant. Hey, you're that gringo that worked too hard, hey? See, you're the gringo that worked too hard. You're that chico that worked too hard, huh? You're that hermano who works too hard. What's work? Trabajo, right? Trabajaro or trabajo, something like that, I think. Again, this is fucking Duolingo fucking Spanish here. I think it's trabajo, right? Trabajo is what?
Yeah, we gotta have you over for some real Mexican cooking. Don't ever give her. You know the best Mexican food in Austin? You're a gringo, okay?
It's amazing how we've never been invited to your home.
Hey, that's not my doing.
There we go. Here's the real bit. Now we're seeing the real friendship on display now.
Okay.
Where's my camera?
Hey, like I told you before.
It's important for everybody to know this. I've never been invited to the shop home.
Brian,
and we haven't been invited to
yours. I was allowed
yours.
to fly over it with a helicopter.
You saw it.
I got to buzz it, and that's all I've seen.
Hey, like I told you.
Never been to his house.
You know what?
And
You
it's
guys suck at
20
communicating.
minutes away.
You know what the problem? You're a little longer than that. But you know what the problem is? You're leaving it up to you and me. You have Danny hit up her.
I know.
Otherwise,
It's never gonna happen.
You and I.
You know what, Danny?
I was at the mothership. I've never been. You didn't even show up.
Well,
you were up the street for dinner.
Is that what I was doing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I came later.
Yeah, dude.
I get the feeling they don't really want to admit it, but they'd rather have a working relationship. They've probably gone past the whole like being friends thing, right? Because that's what made the podcast actually good in the beginning. That they had some sort of friendship. Brendan kind of looked up to Brendan. Brian liked the fact that he was kind of guiding Brendan through the scene and the industry and getting him to stand up. They had like there was like a mutually beneficial relationship there. They were both on the same sort of level. Over the years, obviously, as time went by, Brendan started to make way more money and he started to flex and started to kind of stunt and act a bit, big time. And I think the dynamic, it kind of skewed more on Brendan's side. So it's not what it once was anymore. But they're definitely they're just colleagues, you know what I mean? They're not friends like that anymore. but they probably don't want to admit it aloud. But I think that's the case. And I got the feeling from what you just said there, Brian was avoiding him that day. I don't think Brian wanted to go to the mothership when Brendan was doing fucking Story Wars. I think he knew, he was very aware, he could have popped in, but he preferred not to. So much so that he came after he was done. So I think they both subconsciously avoid each other, you know? Really and truly. I think they both subconsciously, which is probably for the best. Probably for the best.
You kind of suck.
You know what? You're both terrible friends to each other. You don't invite each other to shit. You don't tell each other things.
Well, our friendship's not inviting each other to shit because we know it's more of a nuisance than anything. Our friendship's this, and if shit hits
we
the
talk
fan,
of like we
always talk.
We'll text like if it's been a while, like say we'll do a podcast and then I'm on the road and I haven't talked to him since Saturday. I'll be like somebody will say something. I'll be like fishy, or real quiet, dude.
And I'll just text Brian and goes, hello, Brian. We always check in though.
Checking in because it's like
we're busy though.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I get it.
But you're not really busy though, really, innit? You don't have much going on, Brendan, to be fair. He kind of makes himself busy with the cars, but he doesn't really need to do any of that, you know? It's something that he chooses to do just for the sake of choosing to do it. They could easily hang out, but I think they don't because they don't want to be around each other as much, you know? They would never admit it, of course, but because guys really admit
powerful bunch.
Yo, big up Robert Miller. Big up Robert Miller. Thank you for being a member for 7 months. Big up Robert Miller. You're a G. I appreciate you. We're actually creeping up, you know? Are we going to hit the 120? We're on the 115 so far. Big up Robert Miller. Appreciate you. Let me give you a heart. You're a legend. Thank you so much for being a member, bro.
No, girls are different. We make the time. I mean, I think I'm a good friend, so I try and like, hey, let's grab coffee. Yeah, let's get coffee. Let's catch up. How was your day? What did you do? You know, but that's
Tarek does this to me. Tarek and I always talk. But Tarek, if I don't talk to him for like 5 days, I'll just get a text. Be well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Awkward.
It's good.
But
you liking Texas?
You know what? Surprisingly, I am. I think I had set myself up for failure when we moved.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's going to be tough. As an adult, it's hard making friends.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's just.
You were in LA a long time.
My whole life, since I was 10 years old.
Damn.
I'm raised LA. I guess born, raised. Yeah. I don't know. Because I was raised in Mexico from the time I was 3 weeks old till I was 10. But from 10 and on, up until 37 years old, I.
So why did she say in that interview she was born in California if she was born in Mexico and stayed until she was like, they lie so much. I don't understand the need to lie like this. It's so strange. It's hard to like make sense of what they're talking about. There's a clip where she says in that interview that she's born and raised in California. If you say you're born and raised in California, what I think is that you were born and raised in California. You know? But then now she's saying, oh, I was actually born in Mexico and I moved to California and we moved there when I was 10. Wow. Anyway, who cares really? It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but I just find the lying about stuff like that very odd. It's such a, I guess it's a sign of somebody that's a pathological liar, isn't it? It's such a nonsensical, like, you know, reason to like, what benefit do you get out of, like, who cares really? It doesn't really matter either way. What do you think you gain from it? I guess it in a way it makes you what, more Mexican or something, or more, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Who cares?
I was in LA, so that's a long time. And I was just like, man, I don't know. Like, I have my core friends, my best friend. We've been friends for almost 20 years now. You know, like it's just hard. So I was just like, I don't know. I guess I'm just not going to have friends.
It was tougher on us than the kids.
For sure. Yeah. But then kids social butterfly.
Yeah.
You know?
She's thriving.
I'm thriving here.
You found a lot of friends?
Oh my God,
have found such a good group of girls.
She has all these friends.
That like have been so nice, which is so different from LA too. Because in LA, you know, everyone's like not as friendly or whatever. Yeah. My friends were great, but in general. And here they're just like. Hey,
your neighbors?
Like,
I wonder if she's finding it easier in Austin to make friends because she's like a big fish in a smaller pond. You know, she's already got this like, you know, Valley girl Kim K thing going on. So I wonder because she's over there, she's, for lack of a better term, she's more like exotic to those ladies over there. You know, and she's coming with a lot more I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wonder if that's the reason why she's succeeding over there, because they look at her as more of a prize, you know. Whereas in the LA, she was one of many women that look like her. Because I'm sure there's many of them that look like her in LA who are trying to make a name for themselves, who are trying to carve a little corner for themselves, who are trying to break into certain social scenes, certain friendship groups, certain fucking society things and whatnot. But I guess maybe in Austin there's less competition.
Our neighbors, like my neighbors were the first ones to welcome me, and they were like, let's go grab coffee, let's do this.
How great is that?
You know, and then I've just been like running into the nicest group of girls that are not jealous of anything. They legitimately want to be my friends. They want to help.
How cool is
and
that?
they're vested into like who I am as a person and vice versa, obviously, but it's been really refreshing.
She's flourished coming to Austin. I've kind of gone backwards.
The other day I'm like
she always has shit to do. She always has shit to do. She has like events and shit. I kind of retreated.
Yeah, you isolate.
I saw my friend Jessica for coffee this morning.
I don't think you isolated by choice, though, did you, Bubba? I don't think it's by choice. No one wants to hang out with him. Obviously. I don't think he isolated by choice. I think he isolated because no one wants to hang out with him, and it's all self-inflicted. It's all self-inflicted. All that Bobby Lee shit, all that drama with fucking Kalila, Annie Liederman, all the chickens have come home to roost now, you know? And just generally, I guess them just not being the most liked duo in comedy in general, you know? Brendan also on YouTube being one of the most hated people ever. I think those things are not going to make people want to be your friend. Maybe the friendships with Chris D'Elia, the fact that he does a pod with Brian, probably doesn't, I don't know, loads of things, but you can see why people wouldn't want to hang out with him, basically, you know? Like, he's not the kind of guy that you would, like, I don't look at Brendan and think of good hang, you know? Maybe Brian could be a good hang, but I don't think anyone looks at Brendan and think good hang, you know? I don't think anyone looks at Brendan and thinks, oh, that he could be a good friend, you know? He maybe is a good person to connect with, like, you know, maybe get on Rogan or to advance your career in general. But as a friend, as one, like, is he really a bro? You know, I don't think so. That's the problem. He's not even a bro. Yeah. So that must be kind of bleak. I'm not gonna. That also explains the car thing. Then that also explains the car thing. I'm gonna make these cars my friends.
And Kyle, you like Kyle?
Yeah, I love Kyle.
Jessica's like, you know, I think Kyle needs friends, and I was like, Bren needs friends too. Maybe we should set up a coffee date for Kyle and Bren so they can
that I can answer
get together. It's not going to happen probably.
That ain't happening.
I know.
The problem with Brendan, he's just not interested enough in anything, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
We got to get you interested because you're missing out on things.
You're missing out on coffee dates.
Problem is he doesn't care.
No.
I know.
He loves the kids.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah.
Allow this explaining for him. Let him speak for himself, man. Fuck, you know, I think, you know, God forbid Slo-Jo goes anywhere, but Brian would definitely slip in there, innit? You definitely wouldn't mind wearing her clothes and fucking filling in her, so I mean, filling he'd definitely go in there, man, because Jesus, the way he white knights a fucking Bren's like, shut up, man, let him speak for himself, like, god damn.
But I
got my hobbies.
Yeah, I miss the food in LA.
Yeah.
Don't you miss the food in LA, B? I mean, you're a foodie.
Yes, I do.
I miss the food in LA.
Bro, what? I can't fucking remember. I always tell you to ask Brian.
The French restaurant?
Remember the French restaurant when we tour here?
Justine's.
Justine's.
Oh, Justine's.
Where's that at?
We have to go.
Is it near downtown?
And it's great.
That place is romantic.
We need to go to Justine. It's romantic.
Me and Brian, yeah.
We got to go there. We've had some romantic
Yeah,
I'm like, you guys have had romantic nights there.
It's still awesome. If I remember correctly.
It's so good, and it's got God, I want it now. It's like steak au poivre and all that stuff.
Ooh,
I'm
that looks
fucking
nice.
hungry.
You know what? I'm going to set it up
that's
with
not
Danny. The four of us are going to go because you guys won't make it happen.
Justine's is great.
You invite Brendan and
Christy. Yeah.
With Brian. They'll love him.
Oh, yeah, you'll love them.
I met another Brendan.
Never met another Brendan before.
Very strange.
Really?
Very strange.
And neighbors too?
No. So I was getting my hair done, you know, because I was like, I need my roots done. And my hairdresser, Spencer, he was like, I think you and Christy would get along really well. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I don't I had no idea who Christy was because I just moved here. So anyway, I followed her on Instagram and she followed me back and we were DMing, going back and forth, finally got together for coffee after
She
3
goes, I'm going with
cancels.
this girl that I met on Instagram for coffee. I thought that was so weird.
But see, this is what us girls
Like,
do.
how people get murdered. I
And
was
so
thinking
we
worst
met
case
up.
scenario. I'm like, you're gonna get kidnapped. If some dude.
What? Is this just him trying to like not admit that he's kind of clingy and stuff and controlling? What the fuck does that even mean? Because she's meeting some girl from that she met on Instagram for coffee. She might get what? Or is this just his weird way that he kind of sees personal relationships and friendships? Just, what a strange thing to say. What?
Dude was like, meet for coffee. I'm like, oh, buddy.
Yeah.
You're trying to kidnap me.
Yeah. No, we met up, and from the moment we met, I was like, oh, we're going to be friends. We're going to be really good friends.
And then
ever since, we've like, she's the sweetest, one of the sweetest girls I've ever met. Love her.
And then she got us to go to dinner, the best steakhouse I've
Ever.
been to. And what was it called?
Shout out to Brendan and
what's it
Christine.
called?
Aris.
Aries?
I was trying to remember it.
Bubba, you would love it.
Downtown?
It's a Mediterranean
It's
steakhouse.
on 6th Street.
It's on
Let's see how long it takes Chin to find it.
6th Street before you hit the main building.
Yeah, Aries.
Aries.
Buddy. Aris.
By far the best restaurant I've been to in Austin.
Really? Austin.
This would do well in LA.
There you go, Chin. There.
I think best food we've had in Austin.
This
Okay, he did spell it all right then. Did spell it. I was about to say, how did he fuck up? Okay, cool. He did. I get it. Instead of saying I, instead of an I, he put an E, but still, he got it. Big up Chin. Big up Chin. He's getting there. He's getting there.
This would do well in LA.
Aris.
I think best food we've had in general,
that.
not just Austin.
That's aggressive.
Man, I feel like having steak right now.
Best food ever?
No,
Even
like
in LA?
top of the
Top five.
food we've had.
Top
yeah.
five.
Like a little Mediterranean food too.
Their ceviche was
B,
delicious.
you would love that place.
You would
now,
love it.
here's the problem. They're not giving it away.
No.
So they ordered all these apps, and the bill came. I'm like, I didn't really eat those apps, but I'm going to be nitpicky, but I'll put my card in.
Oh, I ate every appetizer that came out.
Yeah.
That's top 5 restaurants I've ever been to.
That's beautiful octopus.
Oh, B,
right
It was
that's your language.
delicious. This is your thing.
that's
We should
my
definitely
thing.
go. It's
It's
delicious.
going to be a month's salary, but it's fucking delicious. Yeah.
Let's go there.
Oh, dude.
It was really good.
Yeah.
She set up basically a dinner date with her and her friend Christy, and then her husband Brendan. I was like, I already don't like him. He has the same name as me.
Yeah,
Just
I
judged
can't
him
have
off the
this.
bat.
Super
And now-
judgmental.
And now he's awesome.
Great guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, one of my closest buddies out here now. He's awesome.
Great. I'd love to.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Let's do it.
I'll set it up.
You got to go through Danny, though, because me and Brian will never
Yeah,
do
no, I'll just text Danny.
Yeah,
and
let's
Dude, you got to
figure
get
it
going to the airport pretty soon here.
I gotta go. Joe.
Off to LA.
It was great. I'm so glad you came in.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. This
We've
after
been together
15 years.
as long as we've been doing this podcast.
Yeah, you guys started the podcast when you and I got
Really?
together like 2 months later. So
Yeah, I'll
How
bring
crazy
Danny
is that?
in. I'll bring Danny in. She'll tell some stories.
I love you, B. I love you, Boo.
I love you too.
Love you. See you at home.
See you at home.
Am I getting the kids?
Yeah, I'm going to the airport.
All right.
Joanna Schaub, ladies and gentlemen. Joanna
All right,
Schaub.
love you guys.
Love you.
I'm going to the airport. I'm going to pop my pussy. Yo, big up Slo-Jo, man. Big up Slo-Jo. That was kind of boring. I'm not going to lie. That was very, very boring. Not the most entertaining episode in the world. Also, for me, a sign that the pod is definitely on its way down. We already know this already. They're literally podcasting in a fucking makeshift garage on the mezzanine floor and shit, you know. That was obviously the biggest sign. Downsizing from LA kind of told you that the show is going down here fast. It's safe to say, if that is it company, what's it called? Is it Podcast One? Wherever that group is assigned to, if that company ever goes under, this show's over. Show's over with. There's no chance it comes back. So I think they, you know, that podcast company that does the ads for them essentially is keeping them afloat. Maybe a little bit of Papa Shaw money as well. But it's definitely on the downward turn, because when you start going for the wives, it's a sign that things aren't going well, you know, when you start going for the wives. Even in terms of just quality, forget the money, I think just in terms of quality of the show, I think the lack of access they both have is straight. And you don't usually, it's weird because I feel like I've seen other pods, right, where like if there's like a duo, one person maybe is not the most well regarded or whatever, the other one can still has a bit of pull. This is one of those pods that's really strange where both co-hosts don't have any pull. Both of their fucking reputations are in the mud, you know? That's kind of odd. You don't really get that usually. Usually it's like, okay, if someone doesn't like Brendan, they'll be like, cool, I'll do Brian this favor. Even though I don't really like Brendan, I'll still come through for the pod because of Brian's there. Or I might request that I just do it with Brian and not have Brendan there. But they're so fucking toxic. I guess they're so not liked that no one wants to be on that show at all. No one wants to be on that show at all. They all avoid them like the plague. And yeah, so you have to get Slo-Jo on there to do her thing, and you know, and we didn't really get much from it, really. No, we didn't really learn much. You probably didn't know already. More confusing things about her origin story. Was she born in California? Was she born in Mexico? Why did she say she was born and raised in California if she was born in Mexico and then allegedly immigrated to the US when she was 10? Who knows? Yeah, man, interesting. Brendan lying about liking Mexican food, or maybe he's lied that he hates it. I don't know. And then we're gonna, I guess, Danny, Brian's second wife, we might see her soon. I think that might be more interesting because she's younger, isn't it? And she's a little bit, I don't know, she seems a little bit more fiery. She might have more to say, and it also might be funny to see the dynamic. But you know, hey. They tried, innit? They tried to do a thing, so at least they tried to do a thing. At least they tried to do that. Big up Young God Vibes. I wouldn't say she qualifies as a slut. No, I don't think. Why would you even? I don't think anyone thinks she's a slut. Who thinks Slo-Jo's a slut? I don't get that vibe at all. If anything, I think Slo-Jo's the type of woman who would probably. She's good at first trapping. I think Slo-Jo's the type of lady who would. She'd get her fucking cleavage out. She'd lick her lips a lot. She'd do the whole like ditzy girl thing to extract money from you, but then wouldn't fuck at all. She's probably very good at making men feel seen, you know, and all that malarkey. Like she's probably not good at it. I wouldn't refer to her as a slut whatsoever, to be fair. But do I think she enjoys the male gaze? Yes, of course. That much is obvious to see. Big up Big Booth. They, both Baba literally said Adam Sandler acknowledged him. Yeah, true, good point. Big up Robert Miller. I recall a time frame of her interviewing a baseball bat. I will big up Coiler. Also, it's an old YMH meme. Joanna Midday Train Shaw. What other slut wives are you comparing her to? Okay. I guess Coiler was talking about something else, not me, not anybody else. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's do something. Let's move on. Let's do... what's this about? Oh, yeah. Have you guys heard about SPAC Nation? Do you guys know what SPAC Nation is? SPAC Nation is this church in the UK, right? Very strange church. It's run by this guy here at the bottom called Pastor Toby, who's like this super rich Nigerian guy, mostly from the church, and they recruit young people to join the church, and it's like a prosperity church. They have like people pull up in like Lambos and G-Wagons and shit, but it's mainly aimed at young people. It's a very interesting concept. But the Pastor Toby, that bald guy down below, is very famous in the UK. He kind of hangs out with rappers. He has big lavish like birthday parties and shit. It's really strange, very, very strange affair. And this guy called Bounce is kind of exposing some of the shit that's been happening recently. And this is a clip where he speaks about allegedly one of the pastors trying to get brains off of young men.
Hey, SPAC Nation, Pastor Toby, Pastor Sam, Pastor Henry. Pastor Henry, you are a scumbag. You're grooming little boys, asking little boys for them to suck your dick, and you tried to block me and thought that I wouldn't find you. I've got multiple accounts, my brother.
Damn.
I had to check the other account to see if I could find you, and you had me blocked. What are you hiding? The YouTube is out now. I'm not even on Pastor Toby yet. I'm on all the rest of them. Maria, the witch. You see what you lot are doing to our community. You see what you're doing to little girls. You see what you're doing. The debt. Listen. Video is out now. Go and click the link in bio. Go watch the YouTube. But not only that. Listen, your time has come to an end. I'm a man that's willing to spend a couple years in prison just for the greater good, to bring out the message. If the BBC or Panorama or none of these people are doing the job, then we're going to spread awareness. And you lot can send whatever lawyers you want. This is allegedly, this is information that's online, and the amount of people that's come forward is disgusting. I actually feel it for them. Awareness, guys. Get me? And you look, come forward and speak. This is the time to speak. Make your YouTubes, make your TikToks, and tell your story, what's been going on, what you went through. Trust me, it's the time to speak. Click the link in bio. Out now.
I'm surprised it's lost so long, though. I wonder why they haven't been investigated. I don't know. It's an interesting conundrum, because it's clearly a scam. They're clearly exploiting people. It's got elements of a cult, right? It's just a weird operation, SPAC Nation. It's a weird operation. It's a church front, but then it's mostly young kids that go there. They push this prosperity message. Everyone goes there, turns up in like really expensive clothes, crazy cars. I saw a clip somewhere that when they get people in, they make them get loans and stuff, like bank loans, and open up business accounts as a way to kind of get you on your feet when it comes to being an entrepreneur and hustling. But then they take some of that money. It's very strange. It's very strange, the whole affair. It's a very, very strange whole affair. This young lady also spoke a little bit about it as well, exposing some of the things that's going on. Why are you sharing SPAC Nation content in 2025? Let's hear what she has to say.
I can't lie, I'm mad disappointed by the number of big adults that continue to share SPAC Nation content in 2025. All the information about that church is out there. You've seen the documentaries, you've seen the interviews, you've seen the news articles, but you don't care. You don't care that in 2022, 13 and 14-year-old girls were coming out on TikTok exposing SPAC Nation for trying to lure them to brunches, trying to lure them to trap houses. That weren't enough for you. Jesus. Cool. You've had young girls come out and say that they have been sexually assaulted from that church, and the church has admitted to knowing about it. Not enough for you. You've got young boys that join that church and have been groomed. When they become of age, they're preyed on by the male pastors. Woo. Not enough for you. You've had young adults come out and say that they have been financially abused.
To be fair, though, with the way the world is, to be fair, if you're waiting to take down the church on the basis of men getting abused, men being groomed, it's not going to work. No one gives a shit about male fucking abuse, really. Unfortunately, in this society, I don't know why, but that's not going to get it done. You know, like you unfortunately, you know, men getting exploited and groomed and stuff. It's not. No one's going to really move the needle, move anything to try and get that done. It's going to have to be other ways, unfortunately.
By SPAC Nation and placed into debt. Not enough for you. You've had members of the church come out and threaten violence on people that stand against them, including myself. Not enough for you. I just want to understand, guys, if children isn't where you draw the line, just tell me what is. Or like, just tell me what it's going to take for you, man, to be like, nah, do you know what? I'm not gonna boost these man's content. You're not even smart enough to pre-twang that anytime something is happening behind the scenes, or if something's about to come out in the news, these men do a publicity stunt to distract you. You know.
I don't even think it's because some people don't know. I think some people just don't. I feel powerless, probably, or maybe a lot of people as well. Given the fucking cost of living crisis and shit, most people are just trying to keep their head above water. They're not really maybe following the ins and outs of what's going on or what's really happening. Like, I don't really know the exact details. I know some of the stuff, but I don't know exact details. But all you see really is the Pastor Toby guys flexing and shit on social media. You just see a lot of fucking, excessive showcases of wealth and richness and stuff and whatever, materialism. No one's really kind of digging into it too deep. And it's a really sad thing, because essentially when you think about it, really, because it only affects black and brown, because it mainly affects black people, no one really cares. No one's intervening, you know? It would make me laugh so hard if the reason why SPAC Nation gets taken down or gets, exposed or, faces some sort of consequences is because they kind of run into a situation where some white girl runs away to SPAC Nation to kind of seek solace, and she gets taken advantage of, and then the authorities coming down. That's the only way I can see it. If some white girls from somewhere decided to go to SPAC Nation for whatever reason and she got taken advantage of, God forbid, but imagine that scenario happen, that's where I could see there being a real big push to try and kind of get these guys exposed and whatever else it may be. But when they're exploiting and taking advantage of, vulnerable, poor, black people in general, no one gives a fuck. Really, no one gives a fuck.
even smart enough to pre that twang. But what you think makes sense is sharing these man's content, boosting, laughing and joking because clearly something is funny about this man being in the club. Like, can you guys be for real? It's high time we realise that we are the adults, we are the big adults that are supposed to be protecting these children, but we fail them every single time. Every single time. And we expect so much more from these kids, more than what we're actually displaying in our own lives. It's insane to me. Do you know what frustrates me? Yeah, I've been fighting these men for 6 years. 6 strong years. But every time you boost their content and you give them the attention that they're looking for, give them recognition, like visibility, you make it so much harder for us to get justice for the people that have been wronged by them. And you're also spreading their reach. So just tell me what it's going to take to stop you guys from being complicit. Just
fair play, man. Strong message. Strong fucking message. Fair play. Fair play. Fair fucking play. Let's play another couple clips. What's this about? What's this clip?
So, you know, hey, bro, hope you're good. If I could come forward and talk to you privately without myself name getting involved with it, it's about a member from SPAC Nation. I sent him a voice note. To appreciate, basically, I was much younger and naive. I got sucked in as much young people do. Looking back at it, I was groomed by one of the pastors, saying he'll help me with my business. Even went to one of their offices in which he came onto. Wait, hold on.
Oh God.
Helped me business in which he came offices in which he came onto me. Stuff did happen. Came on.
Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God, mate. Oh my fucking God.
Onto me, stuff did happen. This person has a wife and kids and was told by him to keep quiet on the DL, as they say, and I kept trying to message and link up after, but I didn't reply or go back to the church. Goes by the name Pastor Henry. I've seen that place messed up with people's life credit by financially abusing people and ruining people's financial name, allegedly. So I responded, guys. Just understand. He's saying that, get me, he's much younger, naive, he got flipping groomed, he went to the office and something happened. So, you know, hey bro, hope you're good.
Actually, there's a bit there, right? He says at the end there, doesn't he?
Flipping groomed, he went to the office, actual name.
He says it there at the end, doesn't he? I think he
Get me, he's much younger, naive, he got, just understand, Lee.
What?
So I responded.
My bro, I appreciate the message and I'll never share your profile or anything. Then you have say comes
powerful bunch.
Big up SINGH'S.
They hating cause they don't have a limbo like Toby. The mandem going church. So what if mandem wanna hit the amnesia and run up some dollars on church Sunday? The trainers ain't cheap.
No comment. No comment. No comment. No comment, man. No comment. No comment. No comment. No comment. No comment. Big up SINGH'S. No fucking comment. The trainers, there's something wrong with you. There's something actually wrong with you. The trainers ain't cheap. You mean in a sexual way? What did he actually do? Do you have any proof? He said yes, sexually, asking me to give him head, basically. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. That's awful, bro. That is fucking awful. And yeah, here's some stuff about them. In case you want to know what SPAC Nation is about. This is an old Panorama documentary.
He preaches a form of prosperity gospel, a belief that God rewards the faithful with material wealth.
Pastor Toby would always preach about...
Honestly, pastors driving Lambos, man, like... What type of Christianity is this, bro? What type of Christianity is this? Your pastor pulling up in the all black, like what? Okay.
Being financially motivated, being healthy and wealthy in Christ.
He claims the church, which started around 8 years ago, turns violent gang members away from crime. It's caught the attention of the media.
Over 55% of the people in the church were ex-gang members, drug dealers. We had over 1,000 people, young men, came forward to renounce that life.
How would you define the SPAC?
We may be ahead of our time, but it's revolutionary. It's doing church in a completely different way.
Not all worshippers are from gangs. Many join because the church promises to help them succeed financially, even setting them up in business.
It's easy to see why SPAC Nation is so attractive for young people. But on social media, serious concerns have been surfacing about the church's fundraising activities, prompted by this Instagram post, which went viral.
So I want to know why a church that's supposed to be helping young people is encouraging young people to go and open business accounts or businesses they don't have so that they can share the money.
I went to meet the man.
Interesting little scam, innit? Interesting little scam. Get the kids involved. I guess attract the kids to your church because the pastor drives a fancy car, because loads of hot girls go there, loads of guys that girls will maybe think are good looking, everyone's young, you can maybe find community, fellowship, friendship there. And then also you sell the idea that if you go there, you get business contacts and stuff, expand your network. I think there's an element of this SPAC Nation, this cult church thing where they do, what's that? They do Forex as well. That fucking scam, loads of pyramid scam things. I'm assuming maybe nowadays they probably run like crypto seminars and all this sort of nonsense and shit. And on the back of it, they help you open business. They help you can sort of figure out the business. There's like a business account hustle, right? I don't know what. I remember seeing clips of it online where like you open a business account, you get a credit card against that business. You register a limited liability company and you get loans and shit. There's a whole little scam, a little hustle people do. So they probably expose you to that shit. And obviously as they kind of expose you to that shit and inform you about that stuff you can do, they ask you to split the profits and then give tithe back to the church. And that's what keeps that guy driving the car. So he takes none of the risk. He's not involved in any of the scams. He takes none of the risk. He just gets all these fucking kids, these vulnerable kids, these naive kids, these brainwashed kids to do all of it. And then obviously he profits from it. All under the name of Christianity. Beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful.
And asking questions about the church. Vic Santoro is an ex-offender himself. Now he's a musician and actor. Vic told me his 20-year-old brother joined SPAC Nation earlier this year. As a budding football coach, his pastor offered him a tempting proposition.
My mom phoned me. Yeah. I was like, your brother started up a business. Really? And she was really excited about it. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of him. He told me, no, these people in the church approached me and said X, Y, Z, they can help me start a coaching thing.
The pastor registered a company in Vic's brother's name and opened a business account for him with HSBC.
When I was asking about the application process, he said, no, I never filled in an application. I just gave them my details and they did it. So straight away, I'm just thinking, that's
interesting. So you don't even have to, so they probably must have people on the inside. They probably must have people that work in banks that they can maybe get to fast track accounts, fast track applications for you, get them approved. That's probably why, again, the police don't come down on them, because they probably make the banks a lot of money too. So it's all probably interconnected. It's kind of scary. It's kind of sad how this shit works, man.
It's not a church's responsibility to be doing that.
Big up Quayla. Anyone remember Zinger Nation? I kind of wish I had that in me. I don't have it in me. I'm too much of a PUSSY. I kind of wish I had that in me, man. Like I could be like DSP on here, just begging for money, or number two, just running some sort of scam, maybe selling an ebook, selling some sort of ebook or some sort of like content creator master class. I don't know, something. I should do some sort. There should be some sort of scam connected to Random Show. There's something. There should be some sort of like, you know, higher tier. There should be something. Next thing you see me on Instagram driving a fucking Porsche.
Business account had an overdraft facility. How much was that?
£2,000 overdraft was.
£2,000. Yeah. What happens to that money?
So they basically take him to the bank he withdraws £1,400, give it to them, because they said it was part of consultation fee / helping him set this business up.
But there was no business and no money in the account. In the end, Vic's brother was left £2,000 in debt to the bank.
Jesus Christ.
Why do you think he fell for this?
You know, there's an element of him not doing, you know, research or being diligent enough. However, you know, in ethnic minority communities, a lot of families, like God, like faith in general, is like a beacon of hope for most families. In his head, there's no reason why they would be trying to trick him into anything or trying to do, you know, anything that can get him in potential trouble. So he would obviously take their word for it. Why would you use God's name to trick me?
Those of you called to make money is a call. Don't give up on it. Don't let the world teach you false humility.
SPAC Nation encourages worshippers to donate money to the church. It says the more they give, the more wealth and success they get back. They call it sowing seed.
I bet there's a lot of sowing. Ironically enough, I bet there's a lot of sowing seed that goes on in that church, isn't it? Right? There's probably a lot of fucking I guess incest that goes on inside that church. I'd imagine. There's probably a lot of premarital sex. There's probably a lot of abortions and shit. I can just smell it from here. I can just see it from here, mate. You know, maybe some of it done under duress as well, which is fucking awful. But it's just really sad, isn't it? How, for whatever reason, I guess maybe it's because of the poverty back home in Africa and shit, how black people are so susceptible to this message, this prosperity bullshit. Black people are so susceptible to this gospel. It's so fucking sad how we get taken advantage of easily by this sort of shit. Give money and the Lord will bless you. You know what I mean? Give money, give this. The Lord has commanded me to ask you for £2,000, £5,000, and the Lord will triple it. I mean, push down, shaking together and running over, give, and it will come back to you. When you give to the Lord. I even still remember that fucking song, that hymn, whatever. I still remember. Press down, shake it together, and it's like nonsense, man. Absolute nonsense. You should probably use that money to, you know, help yourself, get an education, certification. I don't know, put yourself in position, not giving it to the church, hoping and praying that tomorrow someone's gonna deliver a fucking Range Rover to your front doorstep. So dumb. I don't know why we fall for this. It's just poverty, isn't it? Poverty, I guess, and pain and struggle. But there's nothing worse than people that take advantage of their own people, though. You know, there's nothing worse than people that take advantage of their own people. You're scum of the earth.
Toby Adeboyega even suggests how much seed members should donate every month.
A basic person in the month should give £1,000. I think that's normal. I think it's no big deal.
It's not even that deep to give £1,000. That's when you know some of these operate. Anyone that operates from a charity point of view, they definitely don't have an appreciation of money. And it's like DSP. DSP begs for money and he feels entitled to $150 or $300 per day. Because he doesn't value money. He doesn't have to work for it. You know what I mean? It's not his money. Everyone should give £1,000. Are you insane?
It's not even that deep.
Panorama has now spoken to many young people who say they felt under intense pressure to give.
I know people personally that have given £1,000 a week. You don't ever question how you get the money. You just get the money and give.
Insane.
We never like openly admitted to each other about the struggles that we had in terms of giving. Like all we knew is that there was a vision that Pastor Toby has set for each member to also like have in their minds and in their hearts about the church, and then we were all supposed to just contribute regardless.
When you are the biggest giver, it's noted. Like you will be endorsed, you will be called on stage, you will be shown love, and you'll be treated differently.
Yeah, to be fair, that happens a lot of black churches. Even the church I used to go to, you know, they'd really highlight you if you're the biggest giver. They'd kind of bring you on stage. The pastor would personally pray for you, put his hand on you, arm around the shoulder. You know what I mean? You get a lot of acknowledgement. And also there was that thing of like, it was almost like I always felt like when people would give testimony or people would go up and give offerings, right, which was money, it almost felt like a flex for them too. Yes, the church is exploiting you and you're getting fucking run ragged, right? They're fucking renting your pockets. But I felt like there were some members of the congregation who almost felt like they were flexing on the rest of the congregation. You know, they were flexing on everybody else. Like, yeah, I pulled up to this church in my Range. I pulled up, you know, you see the watch, you see the fucking suit, you see the shoes, and here I am giving the church a check, or I'm giving them cash. You know what I mean? So it's a very toxic cycle. Really, really toxic. Very, 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 very toxic.
God has been good to you. Hallelujah.
Yo, big up Ason. Damn, AZ, you were a Christian or something like that. I don't know. I say I'm still a Christian. I wouldn't say I go to these type of churches. I still, if you had to say what religion I follow, I definitely would say I abide by the, you know, principles and whatnot of Christianity. But do I go to an organized church? No. Do I believe in that as much as I did in the past? No, because I saw so much exploitation and stuff, and loads of madness as well that kind of tainted that image for me. I should probably pray and read the Bible more than I probably do, which I don't do too often. But yeah, it's just when I see this sort of stuff, it breaks my heart. I'm not gonna lie, it does break my heart, because a lot of these people that go to these sort of things go to them with the best intentions, you know, and they go there usually because they're in a bad place. They're trying to look for a way out, and then they get taken advantage of. That's a really sad bit. It's people they get taken advantage of at their usually at their lowest moment, at their weakest moment, where they probably should need a lot of help and support. And a lot of them just feel like sometimes they feel like the struggle is part of the journey too. It's almost like, oh, because I'm struggling in my real life or my normal life, when I go to church, if another issue happens, it's part of the journey. God is testing me. It's like, is he though? Is God testing you, or is this guy just taking advantage of you?
The man everyone wants to please, Toby Adeboyega.
He's a charming guy and very intelligent with his wordplays and with the way he preaches. Through that psychological mind play, you want to do what Pastor Toby asks you to do. And in SPAC Nation, you don't ever disobey your leaders.
The church says it has...
big up SRCs. Beyonce, you stopped going to Toby's church because you couldn't go band for band. It's okay. We've all been down. Exactly. I was pulling up in the church bus. I was pulling up on my bicycle. So yeah, you couldn't go band for band. It's fucking crazy.
Has 5 community units in London. They're run by Toby Adeboyega's most senior pastors. Called the Generals, they lead his recruitment and fundraising.
The Generals are the people that are very close to Pastor Toby, the people that you bow down to and say, hello sir, hello ma. So the first in line would be Pastor Sam.
Well, it's not about the politicians, it's about the system.
Samuel Akokia, our pastor.
Niggas put on the suit and start using big words and think they're fucking, I don't know. Oh. It's not about it's about the system, yeah. Oh, such fucking scam artists, man. Fuck that whole place, man.
Pastor Sam, as he's known, has a conviction for attempted robbery. He credits Toby Adeboyega with turning his life around.
So without further ado, what I want to do now is I want to bring to the stage our father, our mentor, Pastor Toby Adeboyega.
Our father? You mean he's not my father, bro? Mentor is not my mentor. He's got to earn that shit about father. Our father? What? That ain't my dad.
Tokyo uses social media to spread the word about the fundraising targets of his leader, PT.
2-3 days ago, God began to remind me about the testimony of PT regarding giving. And he began to show me that it is not...
Man was on fucking Periscope.
Too small.
Scamming on Periscope, you know? Scamming your congregation through Periscope. Shambolic.
For individuals to give 1K a week.
1K a week?
Tokyo runs what SPAC Nation calls a trap house. TRAP stands for take risks and prosper. The church says it...
Honestly, imagine using the lexicon of the fucking drug dealing, of the criminal industries, criminal networks to fucking push your Christianity. Imagine. Trap. But to be fair, they do have... I remember there was a time when there's a clip of some like... They have like a drill group, right? Or artists that do like drill music, but it's all like Christian stuff. and they refer to the Bible as a gun or as a shank. It's like, I don't know about I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Encourages pastors to open their homes to members with housing problems. But for some, it was the start of a journey into debt as the church began to look for new ways to get money.
I was already quite detached from my family, even going through, I guess, my depression and mental health battle.
I wonder what happens if you go to fucking SPAC Nation and you don't want to give any money. You just want to listen to the word. You just want to listen to the sermons and shit. What happens about that? Do they chuck you out? If you just go and just want to listen to the what, like you just want to go and listen to the service, because I'm sure it runs like a regular church, right? They have like a fucking sermon or whatever. What happens? Or do you have to give money in order to stay? Like they come around and, you know, and they kind of, if you don't give money, then you can't continue in the church. They kind of politely ask you to leave. I wonder what happens if you just decide to, look, I just want to pray. I just want to have a bit of fellowship. I don't want to give you any money. Not 1,000, not £1, nothing. I wonder what happens.
So I was living by myself at the time.
Nino works in advertising. He says it wasn't long before Akokia asked him for money, telling him it was to fund more trap houses for single mums.
He said quite bluntly, oh, I just need £20,000 from you. If you don't want to give me £20,000 out of your own pocket, we can set up a loan scheme for you of £20,000.
Nino says Akokia told him the £20,000 loan would buy him a stake in a property investment company. When Nino said he'd need to see proof of any shareholding, Akokia got angry.
He said, well, are you saying that you don't trust the man of God? And at that point I became very uncomfortable because I had believed in this man. I had believed in, you know, the preaching that he'd gives, you know, the word.
Nino refused to take out a loan. Akokia told us he's never approached a church member for a £20,000 investment.
Liar. Anyway, you get the gist of it. You get the gist of it. I'm not going to watch this whole thing. I think it's a bit long, but he talks a little bit more about it here. Bouncer. Let's see what he talks about in here quickly.
Okay, guess what? I'm the fool guy for you lot. I'm going to be the fool guy. You see these people, they're very powerful. So when I do these videos, I'm going to say alleged. I don't live in the UK. They can put out whatever lawsuit they want against me. And I'm willing to go to prison for a couple of years just for justice of you people. And what I realized, there's not much awareness for the younger generation, for the 11-year-olds, for the 12-year-olds, for the 13-year-olds. They don't know better. So when they hear these oppressors, and when I say oppressors, I'm going to play videos, I'm going to show receipts, I'm going to break things down. But like I said, not one video and everything. But I'm not ever going to start with you, because that's where, but
when they become a...
allegedly.
Let's see, we saw that already. Saw that. What's this about?
We make ourselves broke, little girls, women, older women. You have to give seed. Anyway.
Struggle to buy clothes. Look, there's a new order. What is the order? What is the order? The order is I want 50 soldiers. I don't want to fool myself and say, oh yeah, there's 100 people that are ready. No, because we're not ready yet. The 100 are still sleeping. Let me raise 50. If those 50 people, I had to ask a question to my leaders yesterday. And the question was very sincere. I don't have time because I've got to get ready. I'm going to drop this in 10 minutes.
And no, you get the gist. You get the gist. You get the fucking gist. Fuck SPAC Nation. Fuck SPAC Nation. Let's continue. This is a brilliant clip, by the way. Big up Belal Muhammad. Unfortunately, he lost today. But big up Belal Muhammad before his fight at the UFC. This is a brilliant clip. Have you seen this?
I'll be 28, and I think he's one of the best strikers in the UFC. Like I said, I got a 17-year-old now, Nato's younger brother, who's a monster, right? It feels like the Epstein files without the, the sex, right? I'm getting their powers through sparring and training.
What? One more time.
Like I said, I got a 17-year-old now, Nacho's younger brother, who's a monster, right? It feels like the Epstein files without the the sex, right? I'm getting their powers through sparring and training.
It's like I've got a 17-year-old. It's like the Epstein files about the sex. I'm getting their powers through like what? I think he's just probably. I think it's the weight cut. It must be the weight cut, fucking with his brain and shit. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what he was trying to say there. But big up Belal Muhammad. Big up Belal Muhammad. Absolute fucking legend. Absolute fucking legend. Do you guys want to hear from Jaslene Singh, AKAASH wife's wife? She finally answered the question that we've all been wondering. She finally answered the question we've all been wondering. Why does she seem to not like kissing her husband on camera? Why does she seem to recoil? Why does she seem to duck, swerve any occasion when AKAASH tries to kiss her? What's up with that? This is her explanation.
Create a narrative out of nothing. And then I'll also respond to the people saying I don't like my husband because I turned away from a kiss. I've never liked PDA. Physical touch, I find it really overstimulating.
Physical touch is stimulating. Kissing is too much. But she talks about popping her pussy, wanting to have a foursome with her best friend and her husband and shit. Doesn't really make much sense, does it, though? Also, it's strange that AKAASH keeps trying to kiss her on camera. Usually, I'm sure some of you guys in Stream Chat can attest. I've dated women who sometimes don't really enjoy PDA or don't enjoy maybe holding hands, who are not the most huggy. And you kind of adjust to their needs. You adjust to their needs or to their icks or whatever, or to you know what I mean? And you kind of make it work. But you don't keep doing the thing that they don't like. Unless you don't like them. Unless you're trying to wind them up. If they're like, hey, I don't really like holding hands too much, you don't keep trying to hold their hand and then have them swat their hand away from you or slap their hand away from you. You kind of adjust based on the things that they like and don't like. So the fact that AKAASH keeps trying to kiss her is a bit questionable. Like, why is he always trying to kiss you then if you don't like PDA? It's almost like you don't like PDA from him. Maybe AKAASH is the problem.
And so it's something I actually work through with my husband because that's his love language. And I feel like for him, he tries to do physical touch to regulate his emotions, and I find it really dysregulating. So it's something we kind of work through in high stress situations because I get overstimulated when a lot of things are happening, and like my mother-in-law is there, my mom is there, and AKAASH will tend to kiss me when there's a lot of people around, and sometimes I'm overstimulated, so I'm just like, oh. So
most of those clips, they were alone. Nah, she's lying, bro. Most of those clips, they were alone. There's one clip where they're on a balcony alone, not around anybody else. Maybe I understand if it's like a dinner or something, I get that. But most of those clips, they were by themselves. It was just them together. She's literally recording with a selfie camera. She's literally recording with a selfie camera on. I call cap on that one.
Yeah, if you want to know like my whole fucking psychosis or whatever, then I can give it to you. But it's just annoying that you guys create a fucking narrative out of something that's sweet for no reason whatsoever, because you're miserable in your own lives is my only reason that I could reasonably assume.
I understand it's annoying to her how people are like over analyzing her relationship, right? I get it. As like a regular civilian, having everyone kind of micro analyze every little thing that you do. But surely at some point you have to recognize that some of the things people are saying is just based on what they see. They're just watching your clips and forming an opinion based on the clips that they see. So maybe you can put yourself in their feet and think, hold on, if I'm looking at it from their view, from their purview, from the outside looking and not knowing who you guys are, and seeing those compilation of clips where you keep dodging all his kisses, seeing the way that you speak to him on video and stuff, it's going to come across a certain way. That's the thing that I don't really like about her. She doesn't really seem to have an understanding. Like, I think sometimes if you're like an abrasive person, I think it's beneficial to know how you come across. It's going to be hard for you to stop being abrasive, to maybe stop being a little bit however you are, because it's in your character. But I think you should be I don't think you should try and gaslight people who point it out, you know, or try to convince them they're crazy for seeing what they're seeing, because they're seeing what they're seeing. So, everyone that's commenting that, hey, it's a bit weird you don't like kissing your husband on camera, they're miserable in their lives. It's not just them pointing out the fact that you clearly look like you don't enjoy when your husband touches you in an intimate way, or not even a crazy way. It's not like he's trying to finger bang her on camera. It's not like he's trying to shove his tongue up her nose. He's just trying to give her a kiss on the cheek, a little peck on the lips, and she's like grimacing. She's literally grimacing, you know what I mean? Like the way that a girl would do if she met some guy for the first time and he made the first move and she wasn't really on it. She's like, oh, what the fuck? Who are you? You know what I mean? So, okay, man. Okay. Whatever you say, lady. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Let's see. Is there any more clips on here we can laugh at them about before we move on? Jaceline's out here trying to convince us that we are seeing things. It's not that deep. She gets overstimulated, by the way, from kissing. Kissing is too overstimulating. Let's see some more clips here. Can we all help AKAASH with a talk? He said he's physically hurting himself.
Special. It was like turbulent households for both of us. We don't need to get too personal, but yeah, it's turbulent. So we didn't have any tools. Our fights would get crazy. Like, I am very calm with her until I'm not, and then it's hard for me to cap the anger.
0 to 100 in a second.
0 to 100.
0 to 0 for 10 days, and then
she never felt unsafe like I would hit her.
Sure.
But like, I like hit myself a couple of times like a fucking maniac, and like, that's not going to make you feel safe either.
No.
So it was a lot of therapy. As soon as we got together, I'd been thinking about therapy for a while, and I realized I love this girl, and
Jesus Christ. You had to go to therapy as soon as you got together. God almighty, bro. Doesn't that happen like down the line? I don't know. Couple of kids comes in, time passes by, the love wanes, maybe some marriage counseling to help you keep yourself together. But at the beginning, the honeymoon stages, you have to go to therapy. In the beginning, you're hitting yourself over the head. You're having screaming matches at the start with no kids. They're Indian, right? So they're gonna have children at some point. Pray for both of them, bro. Pray for both of them when they have to have kids. Because if they're driving each other nuts already now with no children, Jesus Christ.
I don't even think I knew how much until therapy, but like, I was like, yeah, I love this girl. This girl, I want to make it work with. I can't let this get in the way. So I started therapy 2016, I think. And then,
is it just because he's attractive? This whole thing, I can't let her get. Is it just because he thinks she's really attractive? Because I don't even see personality wise what he kind of sees in her. That's so amazing. Maybe he likes that kind of sarcastic, dry humor she has, I guess. But he's so desperate to make this work because he thinks she's like so far out of his league he can't find another girl like that. When really and truly, like I said in another stream, I think he's at level of fame now. I think he could get a much, much more conventionally attractive Indian girl if he wanted to, if he broke up with that one. Legit. I don't think he'd struggle at all. I don't think he'd have a heart. I think he'd have a queue of Indian ladies who'd be happy to live the lifestyle that girl lived and be happy to fucking suck his dick for it as well. More than happy to suck his dick for it. Jaceline's getting away with murder, mate.
And it didn't even really take hold, I feel like, until like 2019. And then 2021, I felt in like, whatever, 2024, 2025, I'm feeling more and more like, it's just one of my therapists, a couples therapist we had, said, all therapy is trying to get your emotions into words. A lot of times you get,
I ain't having no girl drive me to go to therapy, mate. If a girl has to put me in therapy, then we're not meant to be together, man. Especially in the beginning stages. It's one thing going to therapy, couples therapy. In the end, you're trying to keep yourself together. You're trying to keep. You want to keep the relationship. You know, you want to fight for it or something. But in the beginning, yeah.
Such a good point.
Why always the double standards with her?
And I feel like with guys, it's like, it's nice if they can remember that it doesn't always have to lead to sex, because I think it will encourage your girl to have more physical contact, because I think if the pressure of sex is always on it, then it's like, okay, well, I don't want to get him all hot and bothered. So like I've kind of had to tell my husband, like, it's not going to be like sex every time. And he'd be like, I need you to know that every time I will try, but that's fine if you don't like, you know what I mean?
A few moments later.
This poor man has been rejected so many times probably by me, but if he ever rejects me or says he's not into it,
no, it's
all
different.
hell breaks loose.
This is a one-way street.
Yeah.
Because that feels so like defeating, the rejection.
Dagger to my heart.
What do you think AKAASH did in a previous life to deserve this lady? I just want you to know that just because I'm kissing you doesn't mean I want to fuck. Like, huh? Wonderful lady. Looking dead on the inside. What's this about? Is this a recent clip of him?
If you're coming to Cobb's Comedy Club, we're doing a nice little thing. There's going to be a toy drive. If you're coming to the show, bring a toy. I know you guys like pretending you're good people because you care about the homeless or whatever is LGBT, blah, blah, blah. Bring a toy for kids. When you come to the show, we're doing a toy drive. Let's do some nice things. Let's get some good...
What are people saying on his Instagram, by the way? I want to see. What are people saying on his Instagram? What are people saying on his Instagram? Are they leaving him bad comments? Let's see. AKAASH Singh. He's got 1 million followers. Okay, fair play. What are they saying on his Instagram? Is he getting bad comments on there? Why should anyone buy tickets to an AKAASH show? You'll just be paying for his wife's many purchases. AKAASH wanted to talk tough about Myron, sorry. Whole time his wife is a problem. Bro, take a short break from posting. You deserve better, man. AKAASH, oh my god, AKAASH. That's brilliant. AKAASH Singh. Virgin with a roster is crazy. Guys, leave him alone. He needs our support now more than ever. AKAASH, bro, just divorce that woman. You deserve someone better. Damn, I feel sad. You were a nice comedian, but now you love life is all shit. Your wife, SMH. Bro, your wife is an L. Damn, I didn't even really know who you are, but I just saw some videos from your wife and that shit is embarrassing. You were definitely not her first. Sorry, buddy. Feel for you. Indian Will Smith. Hey, bro, how's your wife doing? It's not looking good, bruv. Might not want to do any comedy work might not want to do any crowd work for a while. Bro getting roasted on the daily. Myron meme. Someone said AKAASH 22. Will your wife be there? Asking for the streets. I don't think he can do stand-up comedy anymore. Where's our wife, dude? Where's our wife, you know? His wife will read through the comments and think she's the victim. She just wants the best for your boy, AKAASH. Just like your fans are trying to warn Travis Hunter about his girl, but he didn't listen. L marriage. Just drop her ass. Take this L on the chin like a man and get a better girl. Bro got cooked and cucked by his wife, yet still chugging along. Always been a fan of yours, dude. Maybe this is all a big publicity stunt, but the stunt ain't stunting. I'm from Trinidad, and I'm seeing a situation. It looks really bad. Take a break and get a good lawyer. AKAASH can't go nowhere without dealing with this disrespectful wife. Did you make sure that your hotel in Dubai got your special chair in the corner of the room for the rich Arabian dudes your wife is bringing back to the room? Divorce your wife. She doesn't deserve money. Fuck. Brutal, mate. Fucking hell. Finally, she respects AKAASH 365 days. Okay, but hey,
You guys know what the worst day of the year for me is?
Oh, I know this. Go.
Tax day?
No.
It's Akash's birthday.
And I feel it because she's being nice to me all day. And by like 10 p.m., I can feel her getting just like, I'm so ready for this to be over. Why? It's like I turned back into a pumpkin at 12:01, May 5th, and she's so relieved that she gets to be mean again.
Okay, May the 4th is Akash's birthday. And
May the 4th be with you.
Yes,
yeah, and every year I dread it because I have to be nice the whole day, and I have to get him something. And I have to also be nice and do like acts of kindness.
She's really not okay with it. She said that twice?
She's really not okay with it.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's really hard.
For her, it's really hard. She needs to just,
Listen, I'm just used to being treated like a princess all day, every day. So that one day that I don't.
Oh, what torture.
Yeah, it's hard.
10 days, more like 10 years.
Forever? What are some things that we learned from this situation? For me, one of the things is don't listen to your husband when he says don't clap back. So, okay, to give context, AKAASH told us, he's like, things are going to blow over after 10 days because a typical news cycle is 10 days. This shit took 17 motherfucking days.
You know what the worst part is? Like,
Okay, cool, man. Here's AKAASH's wife matchmaking for a divorced single mother. So, what's it?
Far. He's sick. He's a single dad. He's sick. He's a single dad.
Is he tall?
5'10". Tall enough.
For Indian guy. Tall matters.
In case it's okay.
Gosh, like, please don't divorce me because my credit score is fucked up too and it would leave me in a really bad position. But then I guess, like, I just would go to OnlyFans or something like that. And, like, it would even...
Hell you will.
It will even out. No, I said if, like, God forbid,
if I divorce you.
Don't say that.
But you said it.
Why are you even joking about that?
I'm not joking. You're joking about getting on OnlyFans if I...
I said if.
Well, I wouldn't do it anyway. Those are my feet.
Well, don't even joke
Don't
about
joke
it.
about my feet.
Okay, man. Okay. Whatever works for them. Whatever works for them. Next clip. Is there a VIP green room in Kill Tony like Jurassic Park protected bathroom? This is a clip about who's this? This is what's his name again? Dan Soda talking about roasting the comedy mothership. Let's play this clip.
So tight knit, right? And it's I also heard it's not a fun hang if you're an Austin comic.
What, the mothership?
I've heard the mothership. You have to get past Navy SEALs to get into the green room.
Right. I love Rogan. I love the club. I think it's perfect, and I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea, and every time I go there, I feel joy in my heart.
Only if you ever brought someone into the green room at the mothership, here's the attitude. They go like this and go, "Hey, what's up?" Like, no matter what city you say, they act like it's nothing. Like, it's like, where are you from? London.
Oh, Mr.
Oh,
Duke,
really? I bring my opener to do a Tim Dillon and Friends show. He's having a rough set. I'm sitting on the balcony watching him. I'm praying. I'm going, I hope no one is watching this. I feel an energy behind me. Rogan is standing there watching him bomb like this. Rogan goes, he's bombing, man. He can't be here. And I go, I know. I'm getting him off right now. I go, you got to go right now. He goes, what do you mean my bag's in the green room? I go, yeah. You got to get out of this club right now.
Joe's security is going to kill you.
Joe is unhappy and it looks really bad for me. Get the fuck out. He literally looked at me. He goes, he can't be here. And I go, I agree. Kill him. You want to kill him? Kill him right now. We'll break his legs.
I wonder what this is about. I wonder if this is just like maybe they're over exaggerating. I wonder if this is like a common issue in most comedy clubs because comedians are like people pleasers and they love to, like, probably latch onto or hang around with just random strangers that they bump into along the way during the night, and they end up ending the night having just a harem full of like random 6 or 7 people who they're taking from green room to green room, from club to club to green room to green room. So maybe what Joe's doing is probably the best thing to do, to limit the amount of randoms that are in the green room, because if you have randoms in the green room, that increases the crazy and also maybe leaves you more open to having stuff stolen and shit. So there's probably a reason for why they're so strict with how they run the green room, but it does sound kind of funny with how strict they are with it, like chucking people out, Joe fucking getting mad. It's so fucking crazy because he likes to make it seem like comedy is so chill and it's a hangout, but he runs that comedy club like it's the Navy. He don't play. Joe likes to talk about comedy being fun and all that stuff and loose, but it sounds like he runs that comedy club like the fucking Navy.
The Navy SEALs, let's shoot him in the face.
Have you done the mothership?
I have.
You have? You like it? You enjoy it down there? Did you do Kill Tony?
No.
No. You didn't like it down there?
I got in trouble for being in the green room, apparently.
Oh, you did?
I got a security guard took me into the green room.
Took you right out.
And I was like, hello. And then apparently after I wasn't invited in. So apparently
Jesus
Joe was
Christ.
mad at me.
Why haven't you been on the Joe Rogan Experience? Could be related to a little green room spat that I had with Mr. Joe Rogan at his
Yeah, I didn't like this clip, to be fair. I think he kind of made himself look like a bit of a donut. I didn't like this at all. I agreed with him getting chucked out of the green room.
Comedy club in Austin, Texas. So I did the Matt and Shane secret podcast, and unfortunately Matt was out of town, but the homie Lemaire Lee, shout out to my boy, was there replacing Matt for that day. So that night after the podcast, Shane had a set at the Mothership Comedy Club. So he invited me, and in between sets, I'm chilling at the bar downstairs, and I'm getting like lightweight blown up by fans. And so I told Lemaire, I'm like, yo, can I go upstairs to the green room? I'm trying to, kick back and, lay low for a bit. He's like, man, I could take you there, but just so you know, Joe Rogan's a bit territorial about that green room. Like, so it's at your own risk. And Lemaire says, hey, Joe, it's my homie Andrew. Shake Joe Rogan's hand. And then I turn around and I see Joe Rogan yelling at the security guard. And he's yelling, who let this fucking journalist in here? Kick him the fuck out. I could hear Joe saying this. I guess somebody told him that I was a journalist, so he maybe thought that I was a Daily Beast reporter that had snaked my way into his safe space to ask him about ivermectin, which is a valid concern.
But yeah, whatever. Big up Dan Soda though. Big up Dan Soda. Let's move on. Anything for Elephant Graveyard we love to see here? Trigonometry co-host Francis Foster gets roasted. Let's
To sum up trigonometry in a few words, it would be woke, trans, Islam. What do you hate the most of the three?
Woke, trans, or Islam?
I don't hate Islam. I
Well,
don't
if
hate.
we refer to this document here, we can see a damning WhatsApp message between you and Konstantin saying, I just can't stand them. They drive me fucking nuts. What do you think about that?
What do I think about that?
I mean, we could just jail bigots who hate Islam, Islamophobics like you, but then they would go inside and become Muslim. That's the bitter
They hang
irony.
out with terrorists who close roads, get radicalised to road closure. That's what I'm scared of. Why do you hate Islam?
I don't hate Islam.
Why do you hate it?
Case closed.
If you were going into acting, what sort of roles do you think you'd be good at? I think you'd be good at a stay-at-home cuck.
That's good. You could describe Rogan for that as well, actually. You could describe Rogan the same way. Those three things. Big up them. Was it David Lucas fan in the wild? I forgot I had flash on. Figured they think white folks over here them so okay, cool. I love you, Joe Rogan.
Your new studio is like an alien spaceship. Like aliens figure this out or something.
But hold
Yeah.
please. But hold please. You're drunk.
Yeah.
Let's
You know
do
what
it.
I want to do is talk to you right now. I want to just say, I love you. Look. I need you. Let me break down.
Are you okay?
Let me just tell you.
Oh Jesus.
I'm biologically a girl.
No, is that true?
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Well, how do we know?
Joe, I swear to God, I want to have sex with you.
I think you should settle down.
There's nothing I want to do more than that.
Let's not go down that road.
So sexy. This is when it gets good.
That seems crazy.
I want to give you the big enchilada. My big enchilada.
Don't give me one of those. You keep that shit away from me, motherfucker.
No. Let's go right now.
No.
I'll get on my knees right now.
Stop. You blew me.
I'm really good at it. He's great.
Oh my God.
What's the goal? Gay orgy.
This is my version of a Make-A-Wish kid going to Disney World.
I mean, it's a big gay hookup deal.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I can't.
Just have some.
No, I can't.
B fucking S.
Okay, hold on. Settle down.
All right.
Okay.
Now I'm pissed.
I cannot.
Give up your body or I will kill everybody.
You're going up against forces that are way too powerful. You don't even know what you're knocking on here.
Joe, I'm true Illuminati.
Okay.
If you go against these people, you find you're dead.
This is why you get banned from the internet.
Shut up, or I'll kill you.
There's a lot of issues.
Shut up. This is a very important ritual. Joe, I'm gonna tear you up. You're gonna get hammered.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I'm in charge. Bend over.
I'm getting hammered.
Yeah.
Well, you could be molested by worse people.
So good. So fucking good. So fucking good. Oh, big up Alex Jones. Big up Alex fucking Jones. Overflowing with joy. What's this? Kyoto. Gee. So good. Oh. Sleep. Honestly, that face, man. That fucking face. You can tell I'm having a good time because I'm laughing. Tony Hinchcliffe, mate. What a fucking legend. Oh, yeah. Okie dokie. What else we got here? EG mentioned. Oh yeah, let's do that American Readout video actually. Before I continue, let's do that American Readout video. I think I have it here somewhere. Where is it? Theo hates Joe. No, not that one. Brendan Shaw lies. Not that one. Which one is it? It's somewhere here. Bear with me a second. We got everybody tuning in. If you haven't already, please like the stream. If you haven't already, please like the stream. So it's somewhere here. Theo, right? What's this? Theo gets Rogan. What's it? Theo has Rogan what? Where is it? Somewhere here. Theo has Rogan something. Where is it? New tools to try thing. Ah, what the fuck is that video? Okay, cool. I guess we'll just switch over there. Please forgive me. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. There we go, cool.
JFK.
Big up to try. Big up too lazy to try. Big up too lazy to try. Let's fucking go.
Think of that. That was before we didn't go to the moon.
Yeah.
It was 1963.
That was before Israel didn't kill him.
You think so?
I didn't say anything.
I heard you say Israel killed him.
You did?
That's what I heard.
Jamie, did you put something in this?
They didn't. The glasses. They didn't do it.
Oh, before Israel didn't do it. Oh, I see what you did. They got me.
How much longer does Israel let us stay alive, do you think? That's the big question.
Why were they...
What did you say? Is that AI?
What are you saying?
That's Sora?
What the fuck are you saying?
I didn't say anything.
What are you saying?
Huh? Talking about Israel Adesanya.
Oh, well, he loves you. Don't worry about it.
People just want to kind of keep these higher powers. They know what they're doing. It just starts to feel like the experiment, like we're just really seeing the experiment, you know? It's almost like, say you were playing the game Mario or something,
right?
And one day Mario, instead of just going this way on the screen, he fucking turns and looks at you, and he's like, I see what you're doing. That's what it feels like we are right now. Like we're looking at the people controlling everything and be like,
yeah.
Oh.
That's all because of the internet, dog.
All right, so Theo Vaughn was just on Joe Rogan's podcast, and this was a wild episode. Theo was going off about Israel, Palantir, global surveillance, Epstein, and Rogan's handler, Peter Thiel, who Rogan had to defend a few times and try to calm Theo down because Theo was getting really worked up about this.
Rogan loves all of a sudden, isn't it? Rogan's become really pally with Peter Thiel. It's so weird. He really... I feel like Rogan defends whenever Peter Thiel's name comes up in a bad way or a disparaging way. I feel like Rogan goes out of his way to defend Peter Thiel more than he does fucking Elon. You know, I feel like he defends Peter Thiel way more than he defends Elon. Like they've become really close. It feels like. Fucking no, it's so spooky.
Stuff, and Joe seemed kind of concerned about it. You know, because Joe said Theo started to spiral a few months ago. And then during this podcast, you could tell Joe definitely thought Theo was being way too paranoid. So Rogan had to push back a lot, which he rarely does anymore. But I think he's worried Theo's losing it. And he obviously doesn't like his guest talking bad about Peter Thiel and saying inflammatory stuff about Israel. Like, even with the Epstein files, now Rogan seems really uncomfortable talking about it since he knows a lot of people wrapped up in it. Like Peter Thiel, who downplayed his involvement with Epstein on Rogan's podcast. Also, his name was mentioned in the recent email drop. Epstein said it was fun meeting with him in 2014. So Rogan knows he has to be careful when talking about this stuff since he knows a bunch of people associated with Epstein, and him and Theo helped Trump get elected, which doesn't look good. So when Theo says the government is trying to protect files, Joe's like, do you really think that? And then he tries to change the subject.
You're setting, and they don't live in nice neighborhoods. You know, like now there's a lot of like billionaire files that our government protects and stuff. But back then,
You really think so?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's what makes me nervous. I don't know.
I mean, they just had that thing that came out about the Trump Epstein thing the other day. That whole thing's just a kickball at this point, I feel like.
Bro, have you ever seen that video of me and Tim Dillon where Tim Dillon is laying out the scandal that took place in like...
Yeah, so Rogan's in too deep, and Theo kind of is too. That's why he's losing his shit. You know, because he thinks the U.S. government and Israel are protecting files, spying on everyone with Palantir, and it sounds like are even having people assassinated, which is pretty wild considering he had on Trump, who's obviously connected to Epstein, and Theo was one of his first big donors, and he tapped Palantir to make a database on every American, and he's also very pro-Israel and likes Netanyahu. Also, Theo had on J.D. Vance twice, who's a Teal plant, and Theo's friends with Jared Kushner, who's connected to Epstein.
And that's what makes all the crying and all the fucking simping and tears about Palestine, it makes it a bit fake, you know? Not gonna lie, as much as I like Theo, as much as I like good old Theo, all of the fucking public displays of emotion that he has about the plight of people in Palestine and everything happening in Ukraine, and just generally, it's a bit hard to pass that when, you know, you're pally-pally with these guys who are kind of instrumental what's going on over there. It's like, if you're that concerned to the point where you're moved to tears, maybe you should bring it up with these guys, you know? I don't know. Maybe you should grill these people when you get them on your show, so you can kind of enact some sort of change. You could, you know, play a part in ending some of the pain and suffering they're seeing over there. I don't know. I feel like he's a bit performative. That's what I'm feeling like. I feel like he's a bit performative, or you know what I feel like Theo is really in general. What I get, the feeling I get from Theo, I feel like deep down he's a bit of a coward. I feel like he's a bit cowardly. I feel like he doesn't really want to be true. He's not brave enough to just own up to the fact that, you know, yes, I've got conservative values. Yes, I agree with a lot of stuff. I mean, he doesn't really, I feel like he doesn't want to upset people. He's too worried about upsetting his fans or about making people like turn their back on him or something, or turn against him. But I feel like he's a bit cowardly. Maybe has the spine of a jellyfish or something. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think is going on here, because it doesn't really make any sense. Like, he's crying about Palestinian kids getting blown up and shit, but you are being pally-pally with Kushner, Ivanka, Trump, Vance on, no pushback, no nothing. It's like, this seems a bit odd when this is the administration that is like overseeing all of this stuff, right? You probably would want to speak to them about it, maybe, if you care that much.
Seen Netanyahu and Teal. So if he actually believes that's what's going on, he's flying really close to the sun, and I don't think he can handle it. You know, if you're going to be calling out Epstein, Israel, and Palantir, I don't know if you want to be hanging out with J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, and Jared Kushner.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, now it sounds like Theo's really paranoid, and he thinks people are trying to take him out. Because also right after Charlie Kirk got assassinated, the DHS put out that video with him in it, which caused him to get a lot of backlash and death threats. And the way he was talking about all this stuff during the podcast, it seems like he might believe that video was meant to be a threat or a warning or something. You know, like they're trying to scare him from talking about certain topics or people. Also, Theo said he's been hanging out with Candace Owens recently, and you know, she's definitely putting these ideas in his head.
A lot of people think that Luigi was like some MK Ultra thing. They tricked him and hypnotized him and got him to go in and shoot that guy.
Well, I think there's a lot of that going on. And yes, I did have dinner at Candace Owens' house recently, so maybe...
The Homeland Security? Was that what it was?
Yeah, just put it up online. And it was after
Homeland
the Charlie
Security?
Kirk thing. Yeah, and so then I was like super scared, you remember? Yeah. Remember, I was texting like you. I was just texting people to make sure everybody's okay. I didn't know if they were like just going to kill people that had been on TikTok or whatever. Like, I had no idea what they were going to...
Also, chill out a bit, you know? I know that Homeland Security video was a bit... I don't want to say intense, but maybe it would have hurt your feelings, but also maybe relax. Like, I don't know, man up a little bit, innit? It sounds like that video really rattled him, innit? Like, more so than the Charlie Kirk assassination, because I think he cried about that a little bit and was nervous about performing and going outside. But I feel like that Homeland Security video where they used that clip of him saying bye to somebody that got fucking deported or whatever, it's like, bro, like, I don't know, man, like, fix up a little bit. You're a grown-ass man. It's just a fucking video. It's just a little clippy clip on the internet. Like, it's not that deep.
I just can't believe they did that with you, where they just put it in there as if like you were endorsing that.
Well, it just kind of, and it was just a scary time. That was the same time as after the Charlie Kirk thing.
That? Who greenlit that? It's like, that's not how you envisioned the government. The government made a hype video.
Yeah, they were making like deportation hype videos with trap beats and shit. And I was like, what are we doing? That's what I'm saying. Everything is turned into like the WWE. It's none of it's real.
It's 100% that Mike Judge movie. It's Idiocracy.
Oh, Idiocracy, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was scary, man. Because then I got, because there was just like a lot of threats, and then things got like, then it was just kind of that made me kind of paranoid.
And then Theo said he had a breakdown at a doctor's appointment because someone working there was a fan and tried to give him a gift, and then someone took a picture of him outside, so he freaked out.
Christ.
And he maybe thought he was being spied on or somebody was after him or something. So Rogan had to spend a lot of time during this podcast trying to calm him down and tell him it's not the end of the world.
Fuck. So maybe this probably accurately explains why he had that crash out during that Netflix taping, innit? God almighty, what's happened to Theo? Theo's rattled, innit? God damn it, Theo.
And this is the most pushback he's given a guest in a while. Like when they started talking about Palantir and Peter Thiel, Rogan got really defensive because Thiel's been getting a lot of backlash recently. And Joe gets really annoyed that his comedy friends keep making fun of his billionaire tech friends.
Exactly.
Like he also got pissed that his friends were calling Elon Musk a Nazi.
I have friends that are comedians that called you a Nazi, and I got pissed off.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Like not as a joke.
Nazi. No, because you did that thing at the My Heart Goes Out to You.
Everyone
everyone, all of them,
literally.
Tim Walz.
So Rogan hates comedians bashing Elon and Thiel because Rogan's completely sold out to them.
It's kind of pathetic. He doesn't just admit that what he did was what he did, innit? Like that again, that fucking Nazi salute. It's kind of pathetic, innit? That's really pathetic. Just admit you did it, innit? You did it. You got kind of called out for it, and it is what it is. My heart goes out to you, you know. My heart goes out to you. Guy must think we're dumb, innit? He must think the whole world is dumb, really, which I guess makes sense when you're a billionaire. You probably do think you're smarter than everybody else.
And is totally ready to embrace AI, mind reading, and transhumanism. Like he randomly started talking about how humans are going to go extinct soon, and he's like, man, Thiel gets a lot of shit, but he's 100% right. Then he starts defending him from everybody claiming he's evil, which is probably what Theo thinks. You know, he doesn't say anything bad about him here, but afterwards he goes off about Palantir, which gets pretty awkward. And then also Candace Owens probably has Theo convinced that Peter Thiel is a human hybrid that's already merged with technology and AI.
I look at Elon Musk and Sam Altman and Peter Thiel, and I'm pretty sure they're hybrid. You know what I mean? Like they just look like an Apple software that I should be able to download at night, you know? Like my phone's getting an update or something.
She's so funny, man. I like her. She's so fucking funny. They look like hybrids. She has got a point though, innit? She has got a point. There is a look about them, you know? There's a little bit of like, there's nothing behind the eyes. There's something, yeah. There is something going on there. She's really funny, man. She's really fucking funny.
Something in the eyes. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I know I'm human, but I don't know if I stabbed you if you bleed, you know? I'm not going to stab them. But I don't know if they bleed all the way. I think a battery would fall out. You know what I mean?
Or like they've got some sort, there's like some sort of cable, you know? They've got some sort of like, they've got a USB-C cable that, you know, sprouts and it's like a spider web, you know? Like her spider, you know? It shoots out from their wrist or something. They have an built-in AC adapter.
So Joe probably doesn't love that Theo hangs out with her and is being influenced by her. Like Joe even gets defensive about that interview Thiel did where he's asked if humans should survive, and he criticizes the interviewer and says he didn't let Thiel stutter and stammer long enough.
Yeah, while we're human, and I think
powerful bunch.
We have
It was a Roman salute. Just like how Trump blowing Bill Clinton was just a Roman kiss. I wouldn't expect you libs to understand.
Roman kiss. Trump gave Bill Clinton the Roman rub. There's that other video where he's touching him, yeah. Roman kiss, you know, it's fucking crazy. Big up us all disease.
We have only so much sand left in that hourglass. Where the humans are on the way out. I know a lot of people hate it when Peter Thiel says it. Like, Peter Thiel is a terrible person. He's evil.
Do you think he is?
No. I think he's just telling you the truth. I think he's, when they said, do you think human beings should survive? And he had like this long pause.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And then the interviewer was like, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. You think human beings should, which is not how you're supposed to do an interview. Well, at least not how I do it. I would let him talk as long as he wants. Like, I would let, if you watch my podcast I did with him, is these long ass stammers where he's like, everything he does, he wants to be very careful before he answers it. So he wants to consider what he's saying.
Is he for real? Is Rogan for fucking real? So the problem isn't what he said. The problem was he didn't get enough time to breathe and stammer and between his sentences. Okay. By the way, you only do this because he's got money. If a regular guy that you didn't know, or if a regular guy with a fucking regular job was speaking to you this way, you'd walk away. Rogan only lets him get away with this because he's a fucking billionaire. That's the only reason why he lets him get away with this. This is a nonsensical way to communicate. You do all this time like you're gonna say something super profound. Like, what does he say anyway that's super profound? Not really. Not many things. Maybe back in the day when he was more of the, what's that thing called? When he was more in the startup side of things and he didn't know that much about him. But I don't know. I've not really heard him say anything that really blew my head off, to be completely honest. So all of these breaths and stammers and whatever pauses doesn't really amount to much. You get me? We don't really get much from these fucking stutters. What? To say what?
Sorry, which one do I think is most corrupt? Or what?
No, what about them? These when you said corrupt?
Yeah. Well,
So all that time he was thinking, he didn't even know what the question was. All that time he was thinking about what to say and how to answer the question, he was actually thinking about what the question was, or if you got it right or not. Brutal.
Man, it's.
So then Theo starts going off about Palantir and how Israel's using it in Gaza, and things get really awkward. Like, Joe, it seems like, does not want to talk about it, and he's like, what are you saying? What are you talking about? And then he asks Jamie about it, and Jamie doesn't want to say anything either. So Theo's like, all right, I'll move on now. But then he starts freaking out about how paranoid he is about Palantir surveillance and how he thinks a Palantir drone might have taken out Charlie Kirk.
Well, it's sketchy times. I mean, that company Palantir that was doing all that crazy stuff in Gaza, and they were like, running all the drones and stuff like this, allegedly. If you want to
what are you talking about? What are you saying they did?
That they had were compiling data on people that were there, and they were operating a lot of the drones in the sky that also had weapons attached to them.
Okay, so you mean like facial recognition data?
Right.
Do they have that capability with drones, where they could just zoom around?
Oh, come on, Rogan. Come on, is he being for real? Do Palantir have the ability to fly drones around? And oh my god, is he acting dumb? Is he acting oblivious? Is he being for real? Oh, I hope he's faking this.
Is this horseshit? Is it real? Jamie's not even willing to talk on camera. He's just
I'll be quiet then.
I'm sure they do.
But we have no. They got a big contract in America now, which is scary to me. That's what's scary to me. Mm-hmm. That a drone could go by. That maybe that's what happened to Charlie Kirk. Who knows? Maybe a drone. You just have who you can even point the finger at. A bullet comes out of the middle of nowhere.
True.
That's a kind of. I'm not saying I'm paranoid about it all the time.
Against that.
I'm just saying I have.
Listen.
Okay. So
you're right. However, China's making drones. And they're making really good ones, way more sophisticated than our drones.
I think the thing that made me nervous was that same company, Palantir, got a deal in America to create a database and help with surveillance and stuff. So that just makes me scared, and made me a little bit nervous. Not scared, but just...
I thought he's gonna do the. I thought what's next? Is he gonna start doing? What's the company called? You said? Is it Palantir? Palantir? What's this brand? Do you know what I mean? He's gonna do. What is a drone? What's a droney? What is a droney? You know, like fucking hell. Do they have that capability? You know. Do they have that capability? Fucking hell, Joe Rogan.
Just like a little bit like, what's going on here? Are we going to enter a surveillance state, you know?
Well, that's one of the arguments for letting chaos take place.
And also Theo brought up how TikTok is being bought and how he thinks they'll be censoring anti-Israel content now. So Joe also has to push back against that and defend Larry Ellison, who's buying it. Like, this is the most I've seen Rogan question what his guest is saying in a long time. It was wild. Like, also Theo talked about how social media companies are radicalizing people and they need to be held accountable, which Rogan told him is dangerous and will lead to censorship.
How are some of these companies not legally liable? Like, if you go to a restaurant, right?
Right.
And somebody poisons you, you could take something up with that restaurant.
Right.
Know? If they poison a bunch of people, may be able to sue the restaurant or have some recourse against that restaurant, the food establishment. But these entities like these social media places, like if they radicalize someone and they go shoot somebody or something, there's no like accountability for the company. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the company is not radicalizing people, and I think it's a real danger what you're saying, because you know what you're saying is you're opening the door to censorship. You're opening the door to the government saying we're here to protect you.
Well, for one, it feels like they're going to stop allowing TikTok. Like people are going to own it. I think they're selling it or something, so they probably won't be able to show stuff like that anymore.
Well, they sold it to Larry Ellison's company, right? Isn't that who bought TikTok? Yeah, I want to be sure
but
about
do you
this.
think they'll do that so they can limit its control, like control what goes on it?
The real worry that they had before that sale was that China was in control of it, and I think they're right. And I think that if you have a foreign country.
Then at the end of this podcast, they're talking about deportations and ICE, and Theo kind of freaked out about how he thinks the government is failing people, which of course it seems like him and Rogan never will directly call out Trump. I mean, it seems like they're scared to. You know, they'll be like, man, the government, the elected officials, but they'll never say Trump or Trump's administration and call him out directly. But it seems like Theo's kind of on the verge of that. Like, he's just about to snap and completely turn on him.
The problem is cartel people and the whole congressional seats thing. That's the problem.
Well, these people have become pawns. They'll send information to the countries that they live in and get them to come. It's like,
listen, if the population, you're right. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I don't even know probably what I was saying, but I don't know.
If the population,
we're better than this. That's what I'm saying. We're better than this.
You and I are.
Yes.
Yeah.
As people, we are better than this.
Yes.
And we have all this elected officials and these people that we thought were like us.
Sociopaths.
When does that end?
That's good.
Shit. Theo's really rattled, isn't it? I think Theo's having a bit of an awakening, isn't it? We are better than this. Fucking hell. Theo's had a real awakening, but he can't see what's right in front of him. That one of the controlled oppositions, one of the people that's responsible for maybe pulling the wool over people's eyes is Rogan. The guy right in front of him is is platforming certain people, endorsing what they have to say, running cover for them, not willing to push back, making excuses, playing his part in welcoming the end of civilization as we know it. Ushering in a police state, ushering in the era of surveillance, yeah. He's waking up, but he's not waking up to what's right in front of him, it seems like. Fucking hell, Theo.
And can it end? Do you think there's a way to end it?
It's going to be hard.
Yeah, so Rogan has to be like the adult and try to calm him down, but his solution is AI taking over, which I think is probably only making Theo feel more anxious. Like, Rogan was trying to calm him down during this podcast, but he's like, humans are going extinct, AI's taking over, that's the future. So Theo was just losing it. And Rogan said he's been reaching out to him, but it's weird. He says off air, Theo hates talking about personal stuff and his feelings. But then once he gets on a podcast, he completely opens up.
Look, I love you very much. And I was trying to reach out because The last thing you want is a friend that maybe is going through some shit, not doing well, and maybe you could have reached out and you didn't.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
That feeling. It's a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
You know, that you could have helped your friend and you didn't help your friend. You know, but you have a hard time
Is Rogan like, is this like suicide bait or something? Is that what Rogan's hinting at? He feels like Theo is like that vulnerable. Fucking, that's a weird thing to say to somebody, isn't it? Look, it sounded like he was about to cry. How do you talk to people like that? Such a weird way to talk. I thought you were gonna off yourself because you bombed your fucking Netflix taping, and I felt really guilty that I couldn't. It's like, huh? I was having a tough week on social media. I was getting kind of trolled and I was getting dunked on a lot, but it wasn't like that deep, bro. Like, what? Fucking hell, Joe.
expressing yourself in person sometimes. You know, like sometimes I'd be asking, like tell me what's up. Tell me what's bothering you. You know, tell me, like, how do you feel? What'd you do? And there's like a thing where it's almost like a blockade where you'd rather just like ignore it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then when you're talking publicly, you like to address everything, which I find very interesting. It's like you almost feel more comfortable exposing various parts of things that you don't like about life or your life or what's bothering you about life. Publicly, you're better at doing that than you are privately with your friends.
So things continue to get even crazier for the Rogan sphere. And like also Tim Dillon has completely turned on Trump now and is directly calling him out. And it seems like Theo will probably be next. Also, Tim and Theo both call out Palantir, which Rogan obviously isn't happy about.
But yeah, big up Today's to Try. Brilliant video, man. I didn't know that fucking Theo interview was that fucking tense. It didn't look as fun and loosey goosey as it usually does. It looked like fucking Theo was like, you know, Theo was declaring war on the oligarchs, declaring war on the powers that be, you know, trying to rise up people. Do you know what I mean? Trying to rise up people. Then as he leaves, he goes to meet Ivanka and fucking Jared Kushner. 1 second, guys. I'll be back later. I just got to meet Ivanka and Jared Kushner for lunch. I've got to text back JD Vance. Oh, big up Theo. Big up Theo. Big up Bloodcut Theo. Actually, you know what? Because they're talking about AI, because they keep mentioning AI in this clip, I want to quickly check this one clip on Twitter because I didn't really listen to it. Did you guys remember there was a clip of Elon talking about AI and robots and stuff and Optimus, and he was like, it's going to cure poverty. I didn't understand what he meant. I saw the headline or the title, but I didn't understand what he meant by it. How's a robot going to solve world hunger, world poverty? Let me see what he said here. I'm kind of confused. Let's see, Elon Musk poverty. Bear me 1 second here. I heard him, I think he was at some sort of conference. There he goes, in Saudi Arabia. There it is. There we go. It's going to end, it would become, okay. It's going to end, how are robots going to end poverty? How about if you can't afford one though? You know, I don't understand that. Let's see what he was talking about here. Here he is.
If you say, like, in the long term, where will things end up? Long term, I don't know what long term is. Maybe it's 10, 20 years, something like that. For me, that's long term. My prediction is that work will be optional.
Optional?
Optional. So...
We'll take that.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be like playing sports or a video game or something like that. If you want to work, you know, in the same way, like you can go to the store and just buy some vegetables, or you could grow vegetables in your backyard. It's much harder to grow vegetables in your backyard, but some people still do it because they like growing vegetables. That will be what work is like, optional. It's kind of interesting. And my guess is, if you go out long enough, assuming there's a continued improvement in AI and robotics, which seems likely, the money will stop being relevant at some point in the future. Currency becomes irrelevant. But AI and humanoid robots will actually eliminate poverty. And Tesla won't be the only one that makes them. I think Tesla will pioneer this, but there will be many other companies that make humanoid robots. But there is only basically one way to make everyone wealthy, and that is AI and robotics.
So I guess he means if you have humanoid robots, I guess what he's trying to say is that if you have humanoid robots, they're gonna take up they're gonna start working. They're gonna be put to work, I guess, doing all these menial jobs that we don't have to do, which is then going to remove the need for us humans to work. But then what you'd need, like some sort of social welfare system or something, right? You need UBI to kind of allow people to have money, because how are they going to earn money then to, I don't know. I still don't, it still doesn't make sense. I'm not going to lie, it still doesn't really make any sense. Work will be optional and he says 10 to 20 years. Not even in the next 20 years, he says 10. But you know Elon and his predictions, innit? Elon and his predictions are very optimistic. 10 years, there's gonna be no need to you for work, or work is gonna be optional. I don't think that's true. Big up the robots to help you plug into the matrix. Big up Don Dota. Sky AI is what's gonna come for the front line. He meant big up user. He meant we're all gonna die. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, user. Thank you. He means we're all gonna die. Of course, when you're dead, you don't need a job. When you're dead, you don't need money. That's hilarious. He means we're all gonna die, bro. Oh yeah. The guy that just took $10 trillion salary says money will be irrelevant. You got any more of that ketamine, exactly? Same dude who wanted to resign if not given his pay. 95% of the AI companies make zero profit and almost 100% are swimming in debt. So why does he care about increasing the birth rate then? How can poverty end if the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? Good, everyone wants him to solve the world's problems, which is impossible, but he has a game plan. Shut up, cuck. We already produce enough for everyone. Technology isn't the issue, distribution is. He's wrong. If only Musk had some kind of way to end poverty now. Net worth 462 billion. Jesus Christ. I think Elon is referring to here is absolute poverty, not the kind of relative poverty that, okay, great. He's talking about absolute poverty, not relative. When can a human reach this stage? Absolutely none of this will happen. How will the rich stay in control of the masses? Easy. They won't need money. Whoever owns the robots' data and the platforms will own the people. Ooh, that's true. That's true. That's fucking true. God disagrees. This will get ugly. Jesus Christ. All humanoid robots will actually eliminate poverty to make everyone wealthy. And are we? I don't know. Do regular people want to be wealthy, or they just want to have enough to feed their family? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if regular people want to be wealthy. I think regular people just want to be able to go on holiday a couple of times a year. They want to be able to eat out, you know? They want to be able to buy themselves something nice. They want to be able to cover themselves if an emergency pops up. I don't think people are really, I don't think there's many people out there that really want to have a net worth of 466 billion, you know? They just want to be, they just want to see their money go somewhere in some way, shape or form, but I could be wrong. Let's continue. What's happening on the Rogan subreddit? Did I miss anything on here? I don't think so. Rogan makes a joke on the, oh yeah, making a joke on the podcast, not on my watch. This is a good compilation, by the way. This is a really good compilation. This is, I think, a compilation of Theo trying to make a joke. Every time Theo makes a joke, Rogan basically ignores it or does some sort of like patronizing laugh. He doesn't really, I don't think Theo enjoys it when comedians come on his podcast and try and make a jokey joke.
Can't fully straighten her leg out.
Yeah, every time she fucking look, yeah, she just moonwalks everywhere.
She's got a limp, a noticeable limp.
Oh,
and
damn.
they just fuck.
Yeah, you're right about that. That's a good call. Hey, I ain't gay, but I'll hold it in my mouth till a gay guy gets there. You ever heard that?
If I told you it's an alligator, you wouldn't be like, bro.
A lot of
I like how he just ignores it. He just steamrolls through the fucking punchline. He doesn't even acknowledge the fucking punchline. He just steamrolls through it, pretends he didn't hear it. Rogan hates jokes, bro.
A lot of conspiratorial foods on the menu over there, you know? I don't know if I'd say that. I mean, they had like an unvaccinated quail with like an mRNA demi-glaze, so maybe, you know? Kind of, you think?
Bro, they're trying to vaccinate cows. RNA vaccines into vegetables so that you wouldn't even have to get vaccinated. You can get it from your diet. Like,
They tried to give me a tetanus shot the other day.
It doesn't even work.
What, tetanus shot?
No, the fucking mRNA vaccines. You're putting it in food and it doesn't even work.
Dude, I'm not taking it.
It doesn't work when you take it.
What? The vaccine doesn't work. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about, bro. Now the vaccine don't work. Before it was like, I'm not anti-vax, I just don't want to take it, or I did take it, I don't think it works as well as it says, as they made it seem, or it was rushed. And now he's on the side of like, it doesn't even work. Okay, whatever you say, bro, whatever you have to say. But yeah, Rogan fucking hates jokes, bro. He hates jokes. Whoa, who's the one?
It's like, fucking who knows, man. It's layers upon layers. It's those Russian nesting dolls, and you open it, and there's another one in there, and you open, there's another one in there.
Corruptions at all time, bro. The Epstein files.
I heard there's no files. I heard it's a hoax, and then all of a sudden he's going to release the files. Well, I thought there was no files.
Man,
he wants an investigation now.
Listen,
like what is going on?
They voted 427 to 1.
Who was the one?
Whoa, who's the one?
I didn't see why he said, but he did.
National security.
No fucking way you gonna be the one. No, if you found out all of Congress voted for something and you the only one that didn't, can you change your vote? You can't be the one, guy.
It should be that it has to be like no one can know what the vote is before you do it.
Bro, I would love to hear his reason. How you the one?
Well, I was feeling like let's move past it and let's get on with our business. And
but you can't move past it.
These billionaires are good people. Okay,
you can't move past it.
They're good,
Clay
solid people.
Was the one.
Who?
Clay Higgins.
Where's he out of?
Arkansas.
Louisiana?
Oh,
yeah, there he goes. Yeah.
One of
Somebody got to him.
One of the bottom 10 in education or something like that.
Somebody got to him. That's crazy, though. 420 to 1.
I have been a principled no on this bill from the beginning. What was wrong with the bill 3 months ago is still wrong.
It abandons 250 years of criminal justice procedure in America. As written, this bill reveals and injures thousands of innocent people, witnesses, people who provided alibis, family members, etc. If enacted in its current form, this type of broad reveal of criminal investigative files released to a rabid media will absolutely result in innocent people being hurt, not by my
shut up. Shut up, Rogan. Let's continue. Let's do a little bit of DSP, and then I think I might end it. Not gonna lie. It's been a long day. Gonna come back again tomorrow. Oh, new comic. What's this? Oh, the most evil man in Marvel. I'll watch that probably later. Let me add that to my watch later. Let's do this. DSP. What are you saying? Any new DSP videos here? Yeah, there's a Mighty D video. There's a couple. Let's watch this one. Mighty D. Let's do Mighty D. DSP calls a fan stupid right after claiming everyone likes him. Let's see. Big up Mighty D. Big up Mighty D. Makes great DSP distractor videos. Big up Mighty D.
Here's Phil to tell you more.
And we'll see how things go. We already have a let's see here.
Fuck, he's so ugly, isn't it? He's so unbelievably ugly. The jowls, the snort sacks, the horrible hairline, the almost A4 paper like tone or skin tone that he has, right? He looks almost see-through. He's so pale, clearly because he doesn't go outside. Proper hermit. He's got his little Chris Chan jumper on. All he's missing is a fucking Sonic shoe, right? He's got his little Chris Chan jumper on. Crazy, man. Imagine being a content creator like full time, like for however many years he's been doing it, and that's the way your face looks. Like, it's kind of wild, isn't it? But I think that's a form of narcissism that him and Wings have as well, to be fair. Wings and DSP both think they look cuter than what they think they look better than what they look like. DSP deep down thinks he's a stud. It's like, bro, you're awful. I don't know. I don't think I'd have my camera on. Might have put one of those fucking animations on top or something. Fuck that. Be a VTuber or something. Like, you look awful in the face.
Here, maybe a tip. Someone took the bucks. I thought,
and you know what's really sad as well about what he looks like. Not even sad because he deserves everything. All the bad stuff in his life, he deserves it for sure. He's an awful dude. But I think he's only like 42 or something, right? Isn't DSP like 42 or something? He genuinely, like, no diss, no shade. He honestly looks like he's 60 something. I'm pretty sure he's like in his 40s, but he looks like he's 60. Easy.
You said you were going to stop playing any games that were rage games. What happened? I never said that. Here's what I said. Because people always, literally,
I never
100%.
Everyone always takes him out of context, by the way. It's never just him just lying. Everyone always takes him out of context. Let's hear what to say.
Take what I say and take it completely out of context and twist it to mean something that it doesn't. Okay, here's what I said. Let's reiterate what I said so people can understand the entire line of reasoning. Okay? What I've noticed recently is that the playthroughs that are doing well regularly,
I love the
including
little,
things,
I love the little defense, the little subtle defense thing, and it crossing his arms.
such as American Truck Simulator, Pokemon Legends ZA, even just late night chill streams where we hang out. Those streams are relaxing. Those streams, there's a lot of interaction with the chat. Even people who run radio shows don't talk that much in a day. I talk more than radio hosts. There used to be a time in the past where games such as FromSoft games or competitive online fighting games or the Call of Duty shooters, those were the games that I would play online or would play against the computer in the case of like FromSoft, but they were so difficult, so challenging, they would cause me to rage.
Because not only are you banned from my chat, but you go, I can't believe it. Is this guy faking it? Did you not see full screen? The guy does random super. I just hold back. Whole super hits me. And then it has a network error. You're going to blame me? You're fucking idiot. You're
the fucking voice as well. He's got that voice is just like that nasally, whiny. That voice is just insane, isn't it? Don't get me, it's worse here because I think he was probably sloshed and probably a little bit tipsy. But his voice is like it's a unique voice for sure. You definitely know it's him, but it's like ay.
The fucking idiot. That rage, that reaction would allow people to get interested and invested in the playthrough. Will Phil persevere, or will he fail and burn? Crash out hard. That was part of the appeal.
I love he does the bug eyes, right? To emphasize his point, the bug eyes. Those usually comes when he's anxious and he's trying to beg for money. I love the bug eyes, I love the proper bug eyes to try and really let you know that he means what he says and he's saying what he means.
And I would get tons of views on those, and I would get tons of people coming by to enjoy the content. However, over the years, things have changed. Notably, what has happened is that people now live restream and or copy paste my content
illegally,
and those views, those rage views, go to other people.
He fundamentally doesn't understand how YouTube works or how content works, isn't it? He honestly thinks that all the views that these detractor channels, the channels that hate him and the channels that point out how much of a piece of shit he is and are rooting for his demise, and which I watch and encourage, all those channels, right? He thinks those channels, if they didn't exist, all those views that those channels get, he would get them. It doesn't work that way. People watch those things. People watch Memology, Snort Hogan, Doody, Mighty D. That being said, I forgot the girl's name, the one she's always horny and stuff and whatever. I forgot what, those people, right? You watch those fucking streams and those videos because those people, they compile or they watch DSP without watching DSP. So you can basically not give him any views. You don't want to give him any views. You want to put money in his pocket. So you go and watch the detractors who make fun out of him, and then you could also watch him by default. It doesn't work. I don't know how he thinks. Like, no one's gonna watch your stuff instead. Like, it's not gonna happen. People sit down and watch fucking what's his face? What's that channel? What's that channel that live streams him again? Forgot the channel name of it. It gets pasty now. But there's a channel that literally just live streams him. Whenever he's on, it just live streams him on their own channel. And sometimes that channel gets more views live than he does, because no one wants to give him any views. But he generally thinks if those channels didn't exist, then he'd be getting all the views on his side. And it doesn't work that way. No one likes you, bro. Like, nobody likes you except your own viewers. Like, really, most of the internet hates you. So no one's going to watch you instead of watching detractors. It's not going to happen that way.
Right now, I don't really get much new viewership at all. Almost none. If I do, it's because one random person will mention me and all of a sudden someone will come over and check out the channel. But for most people who go online, they type in DSP Gaming, Darkside Phil, it goes to a detractor channel. So they get...
Yeah, because they make... I think obviously it helps with the algo because a lot of people watch those videos, but they're also making much more digestible videos. They're way better edited. The thumbnails are far better. The titles are way snappier and to the point, and kind of give you a glimpse of what you can maybe listen, what you're gonna view. Even the image used on the thumbnail correlates to what's going on in the video. Just they're all around just better content than what he does. Really and truly, if he wants to get better or if he wants to rank higher in the algo, he has to actually improve his content. And improving his content would mean fundamentally changing who he is, and he's never going to do that. He's always going to beg. He's always going to be an entitled, greedy asshole. He's always going to be short-tempered, thin-skinned, unable to receive any kind of constructive criticism. He's always going to operate his streams like cults and, you know, fucking weird like silos where if no one's talking directly about him on his stream chat, he bans people. Like, he's gonna have to do a lot of things to help himself get up that algo, get up that fucking ranking, which he can't ever do. So just shut up, just accept where you're at. But really and truly, most detractors make way better content than he does, out of his own content, by the way. They summarize what he says in the live stream in under what, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes. Oh, why have all the views out? Yeah, because it's much more digestible content that comes from them than from you.
Get those views, those rage bait views for the angry games. They get them now, not me. I don't benefit from them at all. In fact, if you take a look at some of the games this year that caused me the most rage, for example, Mario Kart World, it did not do that well. Initially, the first stream or two did. Then immediately, people stopped coming to streams.
You have to also question the logic. Again, I don't even play video games, but you have to question the logic of like basing your entire like direction or your entire like content plan, your gaming content plan for the next few months of, oh yeah, I'm going to do a lot of rage baity content. I'm going to do a lot of rage gaming. That's really going to get me over. That's really going to boost my numbers. If that's your plan to become viral again or to get views, that's not going to work.
The people that came to the streams didn't support the streams, and come to find out the reason that people wanted me to keep playing it is because it was a very clippable game. See Phil crash out and rage at the game, and then the detractors get a bunch of clips that they get views on and make money. That's it. That was the only reason. My true fans weren't that into it. Okay? So what I've noticed is, hey, instead of just focusing on the games I used to play all the time and going crazy, why not listen and observe and see what it is that my true fans want?
Why not just get better at playing games? Why not just be a better content creator? Why not just change fundamentally who you are and stop being a fucking dickhead?
My true fans want relaxation, interaction,
begging,
that kind of level of talking back and forth, getting their questions answered, getting a little bit of attention, learning a little bit more about me. You don't get to do that when I'm sitting here raging and playing an insanely difficult game. Now, at the very same time that I acknowledge this, all right,
I don't want to become someone who just sits here and talks to you all night, every night.
There are streamers just like that. They literally have nothing to do. They don't have any expertise in any field. They're not.
What expertise do you have? Like, is he just trying to excuse the fact that he doesn't want to quote unquote do anything outside of what he already does? Because he's clearly somebody that's very. He seems to find change very hard. He seems to struggle with it. Like, he seems to struggle with adapting, evolving to the current, whatever swings of the industry and stuff and evolution. He seems to really have a hard time doing it. But I think a lot of it's just rooted in laziness. I think he thinks he's figured out a money glitch or something. And he just wants to keep doing it until the end of time. But this is a weird thing to, like, expertise. He's barely an expert at anything. Like, even the fighting games, he's on expert answers. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Entertaining at all. They just want to talk. And people like that. And that's fine. I get that. There's people out there, that's their forte or whatever. I don't just want to be someone who talks to you all night or lectures you on a topic or whatever, all right? But at the same time, I'm no longer beholden to gaming. I used to be. Like, no exaggeration, it used to be like, man, it's a slow time of the year for games. Now my views are down, my revenue's down, everything is down, and this sucks. I'm beholden to games. But I'm not anymore. Like, right now, I'm even on the fence. Should I?
So he's saying he doesn't want to talk all the time on streams. He wants to play games, but now he's also saying he's not beholden to the games. Huh?
Even play Neo 3. No one actually really cared about Neo 2. I'm serious. Like, I played through the whole thing. People were bored within a few streams and complaining to me that I was playing it. You want to know why? You ready for this?
Because I hate me.
Because I was doing good at it.
He's a filthy, dirty liar.
They hate me because I'm too good.
I wasn't sucking that much at it, so my detractors couldn't clip it well, and it wasn't making the money, and they were frustrated that I was playing it.
This is a key tenet of being a low cow. He worries way too much about people that don't like him. Surely you should be concentrating on people that actually, for whatever reason, mostly because they're fucking dense, but they seem to enjoy your content and seem to actually like you, or you know, based on how much money they give you and how much support they give you and shit in terms of views. Instead, he focuses entirely on the detractors. They made me play this game. I had to fight that. What? So detractors are controlling how you run your streams, what you do for your job, how you conduct yourself, what you play, what you don't like. Is this what you're kind of willingly admitting? Such an oddball.
What? My fans didn't really like it. I thought it was just okay. It didn't work for anyone, you see? So, I am not going to kill myself playing boring games or overly difficult games any longer.
Kill myself? It's a video game, bro. It's not that deep. Like, one of the things that I want to see in the future, which I think will happen because he's just an awful person, so I think in general karma will definitely reach people like this, right? It's impossible that they get away with it forever. But if there ever is a scenario where DSP loses everything and has to get a regular job, I can't wait to hear him complain about it. I'm really looking forward to the complaints, because the way he cries, the way he bitches and moans about games being difficult and stressful, you know, it makes me wonder, like, I think he might have a psychotic break. I think he legitimately might have a psychotic break if he has to work a regular job. Because if computer games are making you stressful, if video games are giving you anxiety and shit, can you imagine he has to work a job, a regular 9 to 5, what that would do to him? He's really, really going to be in for a rude awakening. So that's one of the reasons why I root for his failure. That's one of the reasons why I, you know, sit calmly on the sidelines waiting for it all to end, because I'm curious to see how he will try to make sense of the, you know, of the real stress that comes from working a 9 to 5 or a regular job, because I don't think he gets it. Games aren't meant to be this way. If it is this way, you're probably doing something wrong. It's definitely a user error if games are causing you this much level of stress.
We're going to find things that work for everyone, that people enjoy for whatever reason, and we're going to keep them in the rotation, and those stick, and other things will be dropped, and we'll try other things in place. That's what I said. But again, I explain this in context with full explanation so you understand what I'm saying. This will be clipped down to one moment where I say, oh, I'm not playing tough games anymore. And that's what my detractors put out, and you hear that and you believe it. Hence why people on the internet...
But isn't that what you just said? People are going to clip this and say, I'm not playing tough games anymore, but that's what you just said. So if you summarize what he said in less words than he uses, but then you make it sound worse, you're a bad person, you're a liar. But you actually just said that, though.
Have such misconceptions about me. That's why. So people will say, but I don't edit. I took that clip straight from Phil's stream. No, you took one out of context sentence out of an entire stream that gives it context. That's not in context, and it doesn't make any fucking sense because you took it out of context. You understand?
So if you take a sentence that he says out of his stream, that isn't like, what does he expect people to do? He expects people to make clips that are like 2 hours long with all the preamble before he gets to the actual point. I don't think it works that way. I'm going to take your sentence, I'm going to upload it, and then people are open to make their own interpretation of what you just said. But he just said something there earlier about, I don't want to play more stressful games and stuff. I want to Then he finishes and says, people are gonna clip this and say, I just don't want to play stressful games. That's what you said, brother. You just said that.
Doesn't matter if it's a raw thing I said or not. No, the things that people clip are not me saying 5 words from different sentences taped together. They're actual sentences I've said, but they're not in context. Therefore, they don't make any sense. This person literally saying that misunderstood what I said because they didn't hear the whole thing that I said, only a very small part of it. Clyde says people like simple, clear answers. If you have to spend 10 minutes to explain something simple, it puts off a lot of people.
Exactly. Exactly. If you have to explain what you said when what you said was what you said, maybe you're the one that's fucking up. Maybe your way of communicating, maybe your articulation skills aren't as great as you think they are. But I guess he's gonna start insulting the person that said that now.
Yes, because a lot of people are stupid, lazy, and unintelligent. They want a...
I love how all his fans are super smart, but the detractors are dumb. When in actuality, if you go on Kiwi Farms, you would have seen what some of his fans are like. And again, no slight on them, but his fans are definitely way more dumber than the people that don't like him, I would say.
Quick TikTok-like short or snippet instead of an actual intelligent discussion. I can't help stupid people. They're going to be stupid, so I don't care about stupid people. Do you understand? If you don't actually want to hear someone's rationale because you're that dumb, then you're not important to me. You don't exist to me. You're just another one of these fucking no-load humans that doesn't serve a purpose.
Jesus
Sorry,
Christ.
if you're that dumb and you need something explained to you in 5 seconds, or you have ADD and you start looking somewhere else because you're that fucking immature.
I don't think he said that. I think he's saying that you need to keep clarifying and explaining yourself. So you're the dumb one, really. No one's saying they need the explanation to be concise in like made concise into like maximum of 10 seconds. It's more so if it takes you 2 hours to explain yourself and it still isn't clear, maybe, you're just not explaining yourself correctly.
I don't care. All right? So enjoy it. Enjoy enjoy the turk. Enjoy the gobblers.
Is he going to ban the person?
Enjoy the nice autumn setup. Oh, shoot. I dropped the gobbler. Leroy did a $2 super chat. He says, I don't approve of the shirt. It hurts my eyes, so go shopping. All right. Give me some money and I'll go shopping. Give me some money. I'll go buy some shirts. I actually want to, but I just haven't had a chance to go to any store recently. Like I said, I think in early December, I have 2 days scheduled off where I have to do a bunch of appointments with my wife. And I think on those days while I'm out, I'll try to get to a store and buy some more clothes. But this shirt is a designer Nautica shirt from the 2000s.
It's 20 years old.
We don't care.
But I've only worn it a few times. So it looks like it's new. Like it never faded because it was always in a drawer. You see that? So that's why it looks like it's brand new, but it's not. It's actually from the mid-2000s. Yes, it's 20 years old. And I only wore it maybe a few times in my content. So that's why it looks literally new. It doesn't look like it's been worn at all. There you go. Why wouldn't you admit that? Who cares? Who cares how old a piece of clothing is, as long as it looks good? And it's comfy and it looks good, so why do I give a shit?
It doesn't look good. That's what people are saying. It doesn't look good, though. It doesn't look good. I love how rattled he gets with stuff like this. Honestly, the stream chat is so good at rattling him. Oh, this is so good.
I also have brand new shirts that I just bought a few months ago that I wore. Big deal. Cold Bologna Sandwiches did a $2 super chat and said the internet is correct and kind, Phil. Of course. I should have known. I mean, I have no experience in that whatsoever. Everything always said about me is correct and kind. So, I just don't know. If you do a YouTube contribution, it has to wait a whole month to clear, and then I get it. On Kick, I actually now get paid weekly because I'm actually in the Kick Partner Program. I qualified for that program. Therefore, every week I get paid by Kick. So it's like I get it immediately, I get it weekly, I get it monthly, I get almost all of it, I get pretty much all of it, I get most of it but not all of it. Does it really matter? No, it's a wash. It's not a big deal. I have enough supporters and enough support. I don't need...
He's the only content creator or streamer I've heard talk about money this much. He's pathetic, isn't it? Like, it's just a constant non-stop... Like, I've heard this version of this little rant or this little kind of comment. I've heard this so many times. It's like, God, don't you bore yourself? Like, fucking hell, man.
To worry about how the stuff comes in anymore. There was a time when I did, for sure. Not anymore. Those times are in the past. That's why you don't hear me saying, please tip tonight. I need tips so desperately, please. I don't do that.
Yeah,
I don't do that.
I don't do that.
I'm good. I have enough liquidity. I don't have to worry about that stuff.
Lies.
Okay?
Pure
We have now
lies.
hit 179 of support tonight, which means one thing and one thing.
Oh, fuck that. He's going to do that coin thing in there. Fuck off, mate. Honestly, I hate that coin thing.
It's too bad for them. So sad. They like my content. And
fuck that, Phil. You are a dirty, rotten liar. Wow, Phil's a scammer. He's a piece of underhanded shit. He's been lying to his viewers and fans for so long. I'm screwed right now because I have no money. And before everyone freaks out and says, oh my God, where did all Phil's money go? It paid bills.
Big up Mighty D. I appreciate you for not including that fucking coin thing or the notes thing. It does. It's so corny, so lame. Big up Mighty D. Great editing. Big up Mighty D. You're a fucking legend. Big up Mighty D. Big up Mighty D. Alright, people. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining in. Random Show episode number, what is it? 517. Random Show episode number 517. Thank you for tuning in, people. It's been a pleasure, been a chore, been a pleasure, been a chore, been a pleasure, been a somewhat bit of a chore. But we got it done, we got it done, we got it done, we got it done. Those of you who are in the stream chat still, please like the stream before you leave. Those of you that are in the stream chat still, please like the stream before you leave. I've only got 34 likes. Come on, people, help me out. 34 likes is fucking puny. I've got 34 likes on the stream. Please like it before you leave. Please like before you leave. I'll be greatly appreciative of that. Please like before you leave. Thank you for tuning in once again. It's been a pleasure to have your company. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Obviously we're going to be here till the 20th of December, like I keep saying. If you want to support the channel, we're going to try and hit 500 members by the end of that. That'll be fucking brilliant. Get a membership. From next week I'm going to be starting doing members only streams 2 times a week, so make sure if you want to be a member and get involved in that and take part in the chat and stuff, that you do so. From next week the member only streams start. The next week the member only streams start. So make sure you get your memberships, all that malarkey. That'll be greatly appreciated. But anyway, for now, thank you for tuning in. Bless and light to all of you, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace.